It's tall.
Has Stefan given an update on his whereabouts?
No, but I'm expecting him to arrive by now. If he hasn't arrived by now, then he's probably made it home and gone, ugh. Unfortunately, when you do gym and not used to doing gym can be quite bad. So
I know my legs are killing me at the moment.
So I've just been given the initial write-up.
I'll stick to walking.
So I can refer to that.
I went over Mount Taylor.
yeah, that would be the good starting point. So we've made it to session number 27 for this group.
Running into work.
For wave, this is all.
I'm not going to run anymore.
Plus 3, 46 plus 3 plus magic crap.
I'll run 100 metres as fast as I can. That'll do.
I expect to run 2.4Ks at least twice a year.
Jeez.
Well, when you work for defence, they want you to run.
My brother started back with the.
As well, really? Oh wow.
My brother's back with the Navy after 4 years off.
Get a commission.
I think even the commission ones have to do it.
I mean, technically, I'm old enough I could do a 5K walk instead. That take more effort, I reckon, than a 2.5K run.
Yeah, because you see, like the Navy officers, like Captain Tub Tub.
Navy,
it's a bit of a laugh.
Technically, they're supposed to do it at least once a year, but even then, I'm not going to.
With like Lieutenant Commander Tub Tub floating around, it's not a thing.
My brother started back with the Navy on Thursday.
Oh, really?
His potbelly is nice and mature.
Yeah.
Well, considering there's not a lot of space for them to actually move on the boats.
There's quite a significant gym even on the small boats.
But they have to get to it. I don't think there's huge desire for that.
Oh, there is, yeah.
So when you say it's a plus...
He got to ride his bike and you're up.
It'll be...
Are we on? No.
We are on.
If
We have started.
So is it awakened?
I can help improve your wizardry.
In what way?
Should still be awakened.
Dimitri owns a hat of wizardry that he never uses.
He's got lots of stuff.
I'll just have a...
I always wanted a dwarf or a gnome wizard with full plate and a metal wizard hat.
So
I've never had it yet.
With your weapon, it should be the attuned level at this stage.
Attuned?
Yeah,
okay.
For the hammer.
Gully Dwarf wizard, so typical Gully Dwarf.
So that's a plus one then. Plus one to attack and then...
Are you going to use it in one hand or two hands? You can use it in...
But of course, he didn't believe it.
More two hands.
Well, I normally use the quarter staff. That's what my weapon of choice is. I don't know if will allow that.
Well, he'll allow you to use whatever your weapon you like, just that you're not as good at it as you are with him.
Okay.
Could you strap the hammer to the edge of the quarterstaff?
It's basically a
Alright, it's forming up. Hat of wizardry.
pike blade.
Yeah, they call it dike, the big hammers with the spike on the back, I think. But like you can get one with like 1.5 meters.
I've just written Dimitri has a hat of wizardry.
Oh, okay.
I think
It's just the notes about level 8. There's a plan forming.
Okay, so we're at session 27. We have we're still in the middle of a dungeon crawl. So I have the book.
Right.
And I'll go around the table again and get people to introduce themselves so that they can remember who the characters are, considering how many characters we have running in this group as it is. Starting with Jeremy.
Okay, yep. I'm playing Dimitri Dimitrov, a human sage from the realm of Karameikos, the native Chaldaran, and yes, definitely not wizard. That would be bad.
Yes, wizards are prosecuted by the nobles of Karameikos and looked down upon by their natives due to their superstitious nature. They're very much like gypsies.
You're pretty sure that every single character has magical abilities. Yeah. You're the only one.
Mm-hmm.
No badge.
Yeah.
So then it's David.
Yeah, so I am playing Plowman Goranov, who's awfully fond of horses. He's a Ethingarian, barbarian.
It always sounds like you're swearing. We just say Ethingarian.
Those Ethingarians. He's awfully fond of murder as well, and also
he just loves his murder.
Russian accent. It is no time for screwing around. And loves horses.
And then we have Grace.
So I'm playing Little Miss. She is not an albino, but she may as well be. She's kind of like an albino, except her eyes are purple, not red.
I'm writing that down. It's in the notes.
Well, I can show you a picture of her, and you'll see what I mean.
I see albino. Yeah.
Kill the gelflings!
Basically translucent.
Yeah, she is basically translucent. So, she is very much not, but totally is a pirate. She's on shore leave at the moment, and she's just along for the ride because it seems like it might be adventure and fun. She very much is not a cautious person generally, but she had the horrible sinking feeling she should not pick up the hammer that she has just acquired, but instead the hammer sort of took that out of her hand, or rather, her totally not the trickster god, but trickster god, Loki guy that she follows, kind of took matters out of her hands, so to speak.
No, put them in your hands.
Yeah, well, put the hammer into my hands. So
Well, when you speak your god in
Mum and
vain's
I are
name,
making friends.
do I remember you making a reference to your god at the time?
I did.
And then you heard your god's laughter and went, boink!
Yeah.
Crap!
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
And then Emerist.
Hi, so I'm playing Nasty Stump. I'm a very friendly human fighter. I enjoy long walks on the beach and antique pottery, as well as killing everyone.
You haven't killed many yet.
No, but that's just because I'm
Also a
letting...
pirate.
I'm
Is
not,
it because you've not met everyone yet?
I'm not a pirate. I am not a pirate because it doesn't sound good. So I'm not a pirate. Yeah, that's me.
What about your bird?
I don't have a bird.
You don't have a bird?
I don't have a bird.
A stuffed bird?
I could have a stuffed bird.
You misunderstand. The bird has a nice stump.
If you want to know why I'm called Nasty Stump, come and ask me. Yeah.
I don't think anyone wants to ask you.
I don't think so either.
We'll ask the bird.
And then we have Martin.
Yes, my character's name is Chum. He's originally an Etrugan human, but he was taken as a slave and became a gladiator in the Thaiatian, however you pronounce it.
Well, however you pronounce it is correct for your character.
Alright, the Thaiatian gladiatorial pits, where he started out doing comedy as face planter, a very good acrobatics expert, and eventually started fighting things. His most prized possession is the oil he uses to cover his skin, and hence his previous name as Eye Candy, which got him freed from the slave pits, so he never wants to give up that. And
he did spend half a session oiling himself up in front of the NPCs.
Yeah.
I have a question though. It doesn't have the same ring to it, you know. No, I am Eye Candy.
No,
really
no, he was named Eye Candy when he was became betrothed to the princess of the Bear Clan. And so since then he's been adventuring until he got summoned by a wizard to do some stuff in a cheap Conan ripoff.
What happened
No.
to his betrothed?
She's at home. He has managed to father 2 children. I have their names.
And
So
I'm
he
sure
went out to get
they are
cigarettes.
his kids.
Yeah, he went out to get cigarettes.
Quite possibly. Well, I think that was his main purpose in life, is to father children for the princess.
But he's now getting a little too old to be back in the clans.
He's 23 or something like that. Her name is Questions All Existence.
Does anyone else want a coffee?
Yes, please.
I have iced coffee.
And so his daughter's name is Blood Moon, and his son is named Light Rain. He does have 8 intelligence.
Yep, cool.
There you go. Carry on. He's picked up a star and now wants to be a wizard.
The wizards have all the fun.
They do. We've got a lot of wizards in the party.
I have a lot of fun, and I'm not a wizard.
Pretty sure you're a wizard.
Hey.
My name's not Harry.
He saw you telekinesis that.
That's what I think when you say the oil.
Right.
Have you got any grease?
Grease me up, woman!
Me up, woman!
Thank you.
Okay, so we are currently in the middle of exploring the caves of Closqueston.
What?
The caves of Closqueston.
What's quest on?
How do you spell that?
Quas
Yep.
Quet.
Right.
Oh wait.
Cosqueston. Cosqueston. The caves of that.
And however you pronounce it is always correct.
Caves
With
of
a character.
It's the Q caves.
I have no desire to
My
correct
boss just
people
asked me to
because
go
I
and
will mispronounce
You're not allowed to
everything.
go there.
No worries.
It's no.
Alright, so, but we were in the Q caves, but then we ended up in a tower
You did.
above the Q caves.
You did.
Does the tower have a name? Does it need a name? Chum's Tower.
It can become that
I know
quite
you gotta be
easily.
careful when you name things, because in the other campaign that we're in, if you name spires, bad things happen.
I'm willing to risk that. The awesome Tower of Chum.
I'm also willing to let him risk that.
Funnily enough, I had vague thoughts of, we do this. Dimitri might want to set up a bit of a home base.
Oh, sorry. You can name it Dimitri's Tower of Wizardry, and I can be your apprentice.
Dimitri's not a wizard.
The siege engines intensifying.
What should I do, Master, in order to become a wizard? How many buckets of water shall I get from the caves?
Whatever you
All
do,
of them.
don't make the cleaning supplies clean the area. Whatever you do.
I thought that was the test to see if you're
Sorcerer, apparently. To become an
Yeah.
apprentice.
Mm.
Eh? Eh?
Right.
Eh? Thank you. Right, I'm glad somebody caught on.
I got it.
Yes. Well, that's what I was
Right.
going for. But Prestidigitation is now on my shopping list for spells when I become a wizard.
When you become not a wizard.
He's got to get the scar first. That little lightning bolt above the head.
Well,
No, I'm not a chosen one.
You sure you're not?
Just an apprentice wizard. I may be 20th level, I'll still be an apprentice. Alright, so this tower.
You're in the Lonely Tower.
No,
of
I'm
Chum.
pretty sure it's the awesome Tower of Chum. What can we perceive? Like, does it give us a 360 view of the forest?
No,
the caves?
you get a there's trees that way, there's trees that way, there's trees that way, there's trees that way, and there are trees that way.
Do you have a defoliating spell, wizardy types?
yeah,
I
fireball.
want to improve the view.
I've got a torch.
I've got a
And
wind wall.
you also have Ratmaster in your view, who it keeps following you around because he likes you.
Okay, Ratmaster, do you have another name?
Yes.
What is Ratmaster?
Do you want to tell it, like, Ratmaster? Well, I mean, we can keep calling you Ratmaster,
My
but
other name is Master.
alright.
See, Rat and Master.
Well done,
names.
Rat. Okay.
He's a dirty rat.
No, I'm not
No.
dirty. I'm Rat, not dirty.
Right.
He
So
looks
was
dirty.
it the make better view you want?
I think it'd be nice to see if there were enemies approaching.
I mean, I can help you. It'll probably take like a week or two, but
Could I suggest
Add
that
it to the list.
before you start planning occupying the castle,
Yep.
I'm just going to cast fireball.
you might want to actually finish clearing the lower level.
That's what we're going to do. What does Rat? What do you think about that plan?
I can wait here until you're finished.
You don't want to join us on clearing the
Are
caves?
there,
Sounds
there-
dangerous.
Are the odd portals still in the tower, even though the kobolds have gone?
Yep.
So outside is not necessarily outside.
Yep.
Yes, remember there was at least 2 portals going through that opened into areas that were not
Sorry,
necessarily
I'm
directly
doing
on.
2 things at once.
When you say those words, could you say them slowly and with more words in between? I do not understand what you're saying.
No, that's Dimitri would say that all the time.
Alright.
He's got to speak slowly because people are stupid.
Alright. So are you
But he will
suggesting,
use big words to make people feel stupid.
when you say there are 2 portals, is that just a doorway or portals into another existence thing?
Yes.
Toilet.
Both can be applied.
Okay, so are we going to go through a portal? Is that your plan?
I would not recommend it yet.
Alright.
But
Thank
that does raise the
I-
next question.
I will defer to my master.
Well, the
Exactly.
only one that doesn't seem to be up too
Why
high
was
that
the
we
party
wouldn't
sent
fall
here
to our
originally?
death.
They were sent here to explore.
As a
Because all the previous
impenetrable
explorers had
like
died and not
maze
come
of
back.
thorns.
Or had not come back.
If
so
I manage to enrage on the way down, I might survive the fall.
You're going to jump out the window?
No, someone suggested that might be an option, but we can go down the ladder.
Well,
I don't
one
like
of them.
ladders.
The
Right.
ladder
Then we
doesn't
gotta
go
go down
outside
the
the
tunnel.
portals.
So, was there a consensus on whether people needed a long rest, short rest, or no rest?
Long rest is always good.
Do you need, like...
Have a nap. Just relax.
Alright. I've got some rations.
And how long a timer technically lasts since the last long rest? I feel like we have done a little bit of stuff compared to some of the normal.
Yeah,
I think you'd run around a fair bit since then, and probably spend a bit of time here. So you could probably fit in a long rest if you wish to.
Like
Alright.
it's probably towards the end of the day.
Alright. Okay. We will have a long rest. Agreed.
No.
I think 3 votes. You can run around in a circle and be on watch for 8 hours if you wish.
This wasn't a vote.
Nasty
you
stuff.
asked if I wanted to. I said no.
Well, you don't have to. You can go and do your thing. I mean, looks like Ratmaster wants to stay here. Dimitri wants to stay here. Little Miss wants to stay here.
So your rat master surrounded by lots of rats.
Can we
Yep.
kill the rats?
No, we're not killing his
I'm
rats.
hungry.
He hugs his rats.
He has some rations.
While we're having
got
a long rest, then
Are they
some trail mix.
Are they
make sure we'll have a
rations?
look at
No, they're beef
maybe
jerky.
stuff that you found up the chimney.
Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have a rest.
Were there any other items that we found that haven't been looked at?
Pumpkin,
closely yet?
roasted pumpkin seeds.
Okay, so
Detect magic. Is that what you're saying?
No, he's doing some identify on some of the things we
I was
found.
going to say, so have we found any other items that haven't been looked at closely yet?
I'm not very good at keeping records
well,
of
what
treasure.
notes did you keep of the last session?
I wrote
Lonely.
an arboretum, forbidding and fuzzy. Bradshaw stabbed himself in the head and then disappeared.
Yep.
Whelm has been left behind, indicating that he was teleported. Lil Miss has attuned a Whelm. We killed some kobolds and we met Ratmaster. He's lonely.
That pretty much sums up the last session.
So there's no treasure recorded there.
Except for
Except
the
for Whelm.
gold staff you found in the
Chimney.
chimney, and the staff was about 6 foot long. The chimney was about 3 foot wide, but you pulled it out vertically.
No,
And-
but that ended up in Dimitri's pocket.
Yep.
Because it was only 3 inches long. While
And,
still 6 foot long.
and he looks in his pocket. He can see the 6 foot staff in his pocket.
Would you like to cast Identify on the staff?
Let's say I will spend part of the long rest. I will sit down and identify.
Was there anything else I missed? I mean, I'm not claiming these are the best notes. They're from my perspective.
Okay. Let me just have a quick look at the
And gold is a useless
I
metal.
will do a ritual alarm spell around the area, and then also do a ritual identify.
Now, I don't want to call you out or anything, but that sounds wizardy.
So, have you got them memorized?
No,
And that would be our Arcana roll for each.
So
He's of Jura.
the rituals specifically does that.
Ching!
Because if you have them memorized, you don't need to roll to use them as a ritual.
Yeah.
So that's the benefit of giving up the knowledge thing for it. But if they're not
Right.
memorized, then you have to roll to use them. And the DC is, I think it is 15 plus this, twice the spell level.
Ooh.
Okay. So
I've got no chance of
Alarm
picking
failed?
up my rituals.
Let me just check. I've got it written down in that.
Can I assist you? I'm a ritual person as well. Can I give him an advantage?
You could give him advantage by helping him,
I don't want to do any...
as long as you've got the
Dimitri
trained in
needs
the
to do
skill.
help.
It's just a bit of a rain dance. Like, I'm a ritual caster. I've never actually successfully cast a ritual, but it is an ability I got at 3rd level. Because some barbarians can do magic. For me, it's kind of a... It's possible that I could do magic, but I've never actually successfully done magic.
Oh, okay.
That's 10 plus twice the spell level, so it wasn't as bad.
10 plus. Okay, well in that case they both pass.
I'm glad I
It
could
wasn't
help
meant to
you.
be punishing.
So where do I roll? Roll nature, it says here, for me.
Yes, but if you're assisting him on his ritual, you have to use
So
it.
that's for
Okay.
anything in our ritual book. Is that right?
If you don't
try
have it
and
memorized.
force your
If you memorize it, there's no
you've got to
roll.
make
How
disadvantage
do
on
you
the roll.
memorize things
Okay.
as a sorcerer?
So a sorcerer, you can know the spell as a known spell,
Yes.
a spell that you can cast.
Right.
So if it can be done as a ritual, and you've got it in your list of known spells, you can cast it ritually, as long as it's also in your ritual book.
But if it's in your ritual book and you don't have it, you have to roll. Yeah.
The benefit of
Bless
having
you.
it as part of a known spell means that
don't
you
have to
can
do
use
that
a spell slot or not use a spell slot. Whereas if it's in the ritual book, there's a roll. If it's not in the ritual book, then it uses a spell slot to cast. So there are benefits to going both ways. And looking up the identify spell.
I'd like to create a small fence around my bed with a series of sticks and strings.
Rat-sized.
There's sticks and strings with a little bell on the end, just so I'll know if someone comes near me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Give me a craft roll. Intelligence.
Survival?
Okay, we'll make it survival.
I'm good at survival. I can help you with that.
No, I'm good.
Chum's really mighty helpful and no one wants to help.
I've
It's not
realised.
going to be great, let's be honest.
Does a weapon of warning help you out while you're asleep?
Yes, it'll wake you up.
Fantastic.
So what roll am I doing again? What's the roll I'm doing again?
Survival for making traps.
Yeah, so 10?
Well done. Oh, and roll it with advantage because I'm helping you. Okay, that
Yeah,
helps.
10.
Okay, so yes, you put some bells around you,
That's
All
cool.
right.
and every now and then they ring for no reason.
That's cool. I like a little bit of white noise while I sleep.
How big was this room again?
This room was probably about 30 feet across,
And this is the one at the top of the tower, yes?
because it goes in and then back out again.
I'll actually do 2 alarm spells. Particularly one on the portal covered with thorns, and one on the chimney which also had a portal in it. So
I thought that was downstairs. Like that was not
It is.
the top level.
It's the mid. It's one of the middle levels.
Okay, so
You've actually got a ladder going down to it, or you can use
I'll
what's
use
left
it
of the
on
rope to keep going
cover
up.
the ladder access point then, and again the one on the chimney.
Because if you went down one level where the portal was, that's the most secure level.
I would like to cast the Speak with Animals ritual.
Yep. So give me a nature roll.
I failed.
Does the rat master touch
I
you?
still have not cast a magic spell.
So that's using your wisdom.
I used nature, which is based on intelligence, which was as bad as wisdom.
Nature, yeah.
So same diff, because I'm not trained in nature. So yes, continue my long rest without speaking to the rats. I mean, I'll speak to them, but not in their actual language.
Well, they all look at you as you speak at them, including the rat master.
All right.
They're just watching you. And then when you finish, they all just look at each other and then look back at you.
All right. Ratmaster, do your rat friends have names?
Yes.
Would you like to help me learn their names?
Okay, he starts doing squeaks at you.
All right. I don't
They
know.
all sound the same to you.
All right. Well, I won't get it wrong then.
The first time you repeat one, he goes, no, that's not it, and he squeaks at you.
Okay. Thank you, Ratmaster.
And then you try again. He says, no, that's him.
I will.
I fart from the other side of the room. No?
Everyone just, moves a bit further away from you.
Good.
All right. I'll do my long rest.
Every now and then,
Do we
just a
survive the
friendly
long
movement
rest?
from underneath my blankets.
Just so everyone knows, actually, if you're sleeping within 30 feet of the wave, you have weapon of warning.
Oh.
So if you're attacked, you're woken up.
If combat begins, you'll be woken.
Yes.
And will be awoken by his alarm spell.
Only if they trigger.
And I've got a weapon of warning as well, but I'm no longer attuned to it, so it probably doesn't do that anymore.
And I've got my little fence.
So was anyone actually damaged? No, hang on. For a long rest, you get back.
You get everything back and half your hit dice if you used any.
Oh, half your dice will be used. That's right.
I get my rages back, I get my hit points back, I don't get my rations back, or my pittance.
But you use up some rations.
Yeah, 2 days worth, because somebody didn't bring theirs.
So
Well,
you
I
said I didn't bring mine.
Would I have my horses?
Yes, but your horses aren't with you. They're all out the
Not
front.
in the tower.
That's one of the most
left them at the
horrible
front
things you can
with,
do as an Etrugan, is steal food.
I didn't steal. You
there
gave
is
it to
the
me.
I
I want
guy
to eat the
with
rat.
Alright, well,
I'm
mission
going back
accomplished.
down to the horses and camping with the horses. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, except unfortunately, that's happened to go through most of the maze by
So
yourself.
that's
Yeah.
quite a long
Sorry,
way
true,
away.
yeah.
Well, actually, no, you could get down there fairly quickly.
Well,
Well,
that's if,
we were
that's
talking
if
about it,
they
I am a
actually live to
barbarian.
the same outside.
I can walk down there.
No, we can probably find an exit if we
Is
really
there
want to.
water around? Is there a moat?
No, no
But
moat.
the problem of
Because that'd
going
be
down,
right if there was
even
water.
if you did manage to get down fairly quickly, getting back to us might be a challenge.
Could I carry him with my
Well,
slippers?
you can't see the horses anywhere through any of the windows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I
I'm
don't think
concerned.
you guys are understanding that the outside is not the
Yeah.
outside.
It's a different. Oh, it's a different.
So, speaking of, what do we know about this rat douche?
His name's Ratmaster, he says.
He's carrying my lunch.
He would
You
work-
can't call him that because he's your follower. Him and all of his rats have converted to
Right, that's
Proteus.
what I was about to ask. Sorry, I didn't retain much.
Because he-
No, it's
Because
fair.
he was
he was being
he was lonely
worked
and
by the
now
kobolds.
you're
the kobolds weren't very
And
nice.
now Proteus has
Rats
saved
count?
him. Sure,
How many rats are there?
enough.
Anyway.
'Cause he's a
You
very-
feel a little taller as
these are very
Proteus,
clever rats.
really infuses with you.
These are very clever rats. They're worth being followers of.
they're the rats. of
And for the first time since you picked
That's
up
what
the
it is.
trident, it's no longer giving you sea shanties.
It's now squeaking at you.
Well, I can get rid
So
of
what'd you learn about the golden staff?
Don't know yet.
You cast it on the staff and get nothing.
Well, what do I get from the fact that, like, if you work with a magic item for an hour or so, you actually can get the effect of identify anyway.
Really?
What? Okay, like
You get the
The
you can get the
non-attuned
non-attuned aspect,
Ah.
and the identify normally gives you the attuned aspect.
Cool.
so.
And working with it doesn't give you anything.
Okay, so it's a clever staff that goes from big to small, or always big but rather small.
Monkey.
Does it depend on which innkeeper you're looking at?
Cha-ching.
I don't know, but I'm looking forward to summoning my purple cloud. Pink cloud.
Yes.
So
Green
many questions, so little words.
Have you seen Monkey?
Actually,
Mhm.
he stores the staff in his ear.
He's here.
Oh, I thought it was a hair. Didn't he pluck a hair and then?
No, plucking the hair was to create an army.
Yes. The
Okay,
the pink
that
cloud.
was to summon the pink cloud.
It's been many years.
It's been many years for us, but we still remember.
It's not
Depends
just
on how much you grew up with.
Yeah, if it was every
Unfortunately,
night.
It was on the
for
wrong
10
channel
years.
for me.
Yeah, and it's the other, like, I'm the other side of the age group for that one.
Hmm.
I think Emrys both and I are on the wrong side of that one.
No, I'm the. But I got addicted to
Doctor
the
Who.
Storyteller.
Oh,
That
yeah.
old Jim Henson one
Yep,
with John
absolutely.
Hurt as the intro.
Yep.
I've still got it on my media server. It's amazing.
It's
Always
cool
room
because
down
we've-
by the fire
We've
for
looked
the
for it a few times,
storyteller.
and we only found,
Mm.
like, because there were the 9 episodes of the Storyteller, and we went looking for it again on DVD after we lost the videos, and we only found they had Storyteller telling
The Greek
tales,
myths, yeah.
Greek myths.
Yeah, they're
Magic
nowhere
fun.
near as good.
No, not nearly as good.
Speak to me after. I'll give you a link and you can watch it on mine.
Sounds good.
You got a Plex server or
I
something?
do.
Not that I know anything about that kind of stuff.
Oh no, it's
Yeah.
completely legitimate. Everything on there is completely legitimate. All
Or was it
10,
one
Through your VPN.
14 terabytes worth. Yeah.
Mm. No, my brother
It hurts
just
when it goes
set up
all
with some Tism
boom.
music on the Plex.
I had about 12 terabytes
There
go
was
boom
nothing
in
on
one
Spotify.
night.
It hurts.
Yes. Okay. So at this stage, all I know about the golden staff is that
It's golden.
it's always big, but fits in small spaces.
Yep.
And when we say always big, it's always 7 feet long type
Yep.
stuff.
Never seems to shrink, but has never been caught in a space.
Okay.
No matter how small you stick it in.
Your character's a male, right?
Yes.
Maybe we should get Grayson's character to assess what it is and get a proper read out.
It's my staff.
This is my not laughing face.
All right. Does the long rest pass without incident?
Did my bells go off?
Yes, your bells went off constantly.
Yes.
Every time you rolled over. Or snored.
Yeah. I'm good with it.
or just twitched.
Yep.
I rely on these two. I am more confident in magic than your.
Well,
Bell
you would
making
know
skills.
because we all have weapon of warding within 30 feet of him.
That's his
The
magic and his magic.
only way that I could imagine that it wakes you up as well is just summon some water that just splashes in
Yeah.
your face. But like 10 litres of water.
All right, that doesn't sound too bad. It doesn't mix with oil. Anyway,
Just beads off. So I have a question. If he gets hit by a fireball, does he become glazed?
Who?
Me. Oh yeah.
I'm just curious.
Depends if I'm in a bear rage. Or
Yeah,
not.
do we get like a smell? Can we pull off some crackling? And
Probably very, very similar to what happens with halflings.
Some
Or
long
humans,
pork.
or gnomes, or well, probably not elves. They probably taste, smell a little woody.
yeah,
I'm sure the
burn
They're
wood.
smoked.
they do.
the oil would inadvertently set off your taste buds. I'm sure.
Or it just vaporize every bit of the oil on them in one go, and just sitting there going, "Damn, gotta start again."
All right, long rest. Everyone's feeling good. Shall we
And
continue
it's
with the
dark
dungeon?
outside.
Plumman looks a lot more exalted when he wakes up in the morning.
Oh,
His beard has grown.
do
If he
you?
didn't have a beard, he's now got one.
Are you?
Little Miss
Shiny?
also has a beard.
So when you say exalted, what exactly does that mean? Like,
Let's
You've leveled
not
up.
describe it.
And Little Miss
That's
is
not
actually
described.
gets up, and your clothes are too long.
Really?
you shrunk.
I kind of walk over to you and I hold my stump and then flick a switch and my stump folds out and it's like a shaving blade.
I don't think it's going to make a difference.
Particularly concerned as to where that was going then.
Oh, it's just she needs to shave.
I don't think that that's going to... I think it'll grow.
Little Miss's beard is far better than Playman's beard. More impressive.
All right, exalted leader. Would you like to lead the party into the dungeon?
Okay.
What would you
I
like
will
to
lead
do?
you into sea.
I'm not the leader.
Okay, then lead away.
No. That's his job.
We don't. The wizard doesn't lead the party.
I don't lead.
I'll go. Let's go.
You did last week.
No, I
had it
lead
here in
you
the
to
marching
sea.
order.
No, I lead
No,
you to
you're right,
sea.
Dimitri. Yep, Dimitri, then Playman, then
The
Chum.
reason I'm here and he's here is because the other sorcerer
Brought you
invited
here.
us along for the ride.
I
So
can't
Now he's
you.
disappeared.
And you hear Little Miss with his gruffer voice than before.
I was going to say, I can't hear you over beer. You have to speak up.
Would you like to go at the front of the party,
Can't
nasty
really walk
stuff?
either.
Sure.
No worries. Lead
you
on.
can't understand me anyway.
I walk.
Cool.
You don't
I
speak
can't
Dwarven.
understand.
You don't speak
You walk?
Dwarven.
I
Come on,
walk.
everybody.
But
I don't know where
telepathy.
because
There's a
apparently
hole.
Apparently only
Sorry?
touch
There's a hole.
because
I
the Black Razor's
walk around the hole.
Yeah.
You gotta go down the hole.
Ah,
The only way out of the tower.
Someone
is down
destroyed
the
the ladder. I believe that was... Who destroyed the ladder with the disintegration ray last session?
hole. I don't think.
Definitely not me.
I mean, I'm a wizard, but I don't remember doing that.
how wide is the hole?
Wide enough to fall down?
Is it wide enough for a crowbar to go across?
Yes.
So
Hang
could I
on,
like?
that's not this
Tie a
way,
rope
though.
to it.
That
Sounds
was the
good.
one down to the bottom.
The area to the bottom is the...
Is the one that got
missing.
disintegrated.
And I assumed you rested in the area of the fireplace because that
Yep.
was the most secure
Safest.
level.
Okay.
That's
Right.
right. So we can tie a rope to the crowbar,
Do it.
drop
and
it
then,
down, and then Ratmaster can drop the crowbar on your head,
Yeah.
if that's what you want to do.
Maybe I could step out of the way.
All right.
Can
I
I,
mean-
use my crowbar and my rope? Because I actually went and got the things that I might need and put them on my inventory list,
Good
as opposed
work.
to being like, shit, I needed rope.
That's
I'm
right.
going to
Best 7th level preparations ever.
cut
Right.
the pants off, my pants off at the right length.
Yep. They
And the sleeves.
they also feel a bit tight.
Actually, I'll roll the sleeves up.
So normally you had plenty of room because you were doing that whole dashing sort of pirate look.
You're right.
I broke your chair.
Are you okay?
You
Oh
okay?
yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm more worried about your chair. No, I'm good.
Yeah, okay, the chair's coming
Yeah, unfortunately some of those chairs aren't as good as I'd like them to be.
Ah,
Well, you don't have to worry about this one. Yeah. It was actually really convenient, that
it
drop.
was firewood.
So would you
Have a
like
new
the
chair.
blue chair?
I have a new chair.
Or the folding one there, that'll be
And I'll
fun.
swap that.
I got you a new folding chair, Martin.
I'll
Oh.
take
That was probably my fault, to be honest.
I don't think it
I
was.
thought it was interesting timing.
You did not jump very high, so
As long as you're not hurt.
No, I'm fine. Sorry about your chair.
fantastic.
So it only happened to one other person.
Would you like the blue chip?
Okay, so
It's actually really, really gentle and comfortable, if I'm perfectly honest. I've fallen off a
It's,
few chairs
it's not a
before.
McDonald's chair, so yeah.
I've had some of them that just
Designed to go
completely shatter
comfortable.
and go everywhere.
No, that was like.
Sorry, Chris.
If you're gonna break a chair, that was quite.
There were
pleasant
no other
experience.
fragments. I picked up the one fragment of wood that was near your foot.
Step out of the way.
Yeah, no, that
Right.
one just. Anyway, so
And it's
we
on camera.
Okay.
You can revisit that anytime you like.
Great. Awesome.
What's the recording time so we can go back and look?
Okay, recording time
Oh,
is just
that's not
over
fair.
30 minutes.
Just over 30 minutes. All right.
Alrighty. Fair enough.
That's an
I'm gonna
Easter
find
egg
that
for
and
when you
send
get
that to
home.
you. So you got a recording.
Did you want to push the table this way a bit so Grace has a bit more room
I've
to get
got
in?
room.
You got room?
I'll just have to get up whenever these guys want to get out.
He's not allowed to move. Just
Okay, so you all dropped through the hole just like Playman dropped.
Yeah, that was totally
Good demonstration.
was role playing.
You know, you are really a one of those what's it? People who have to show their actions.
Yeah, exactly.
Live role play.
when you said roleplay, if I get stabbed, can we skip that one? Like, just being honest.
I've got the daggers.
No, it's okay.
Alright. So, did you want to be at the front of the marching order or not?
He is.
He is.
Yeah.
So you're first, then I believe Dimitri, Playman in his exalted position in the middle, Lil Miss, and then Chum.
When I go down the rope, can I like tie the rope onto my hook hand, and then like flick a lever and kind of, and then lock my hand? It's like I flicked out another part.
So who you got first? You got Nasty. Who's next?
Nasty, then Dimitri, then Playman, then Lil Miss, then Chum.
Of course, I am in middle. That is important
Yeah.
place. Everyone protect.
Also, we can look after you when you're full of your chair.
I'm not saying I was drinking. I might have been drinking.
Okay, so you reach the that level with the hatch and the stairwell going down.
I'm guessing that Ratmaster's hanging around his new master. the
Well, he's staying up the top
Lord
bit,
Radius.
waving as everyone goes, saying he'll look after the tower till you get back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
I look at him, reach inside my cloak, and pull out a rat.
Oh,
And then I let it go. I'm being nice.
Alright.
Where is those dice?
So I start walking.
Okay, you have something little on you.
It's flashing.
Yeah.
I don't like when it's flashing.
It's so pretty.
What's the little thing?
As in what the
So-
rat took with you.
We left poo.
You know, like a little ring off your finger or something like that.
Oh, did I?
Or a valued coin, or a talisman you really liked, or
I got like a pocket of screws for my stump. Because I adjust it occasionally, so it's taken like one of my wing nuts.
Right, 40 spare washes.
no, he'd shoot a hole in it, and it's all over the floor now.
Shit.
And while you're looking down at that, you can see it rushing off with one of your coins.
That's alright, take the coins. I pick all my nuts and stuff up. I quickly sew up the little hole, put everything back in.
do you have an alien fact?
Oh yeah.
So, needle pull and
Very
thread.
quickly.
Sorry?
So,
It's in the... Oh, maybe I don't. Crap.
so you've got a hole.
A sewing kit.
See
See what I can do.
I thought I had one. Damn it. Okay. I take the rope and using my rapier,
Yep.
God, no.
I use it to thread the rope through and make the hole sewed up with some rope.
Okay, so you put the rope through, the rapier through with the rope, and you realise that the rapier's put a bigger hole through than the rat had, and you've no longer got a pocket.
I move everything to my other pocket.
It's a bit bulgier, but
It works.
it works. But you've now got this big hole where you stuck the rapier through, and there's this rope going through your clothing.
Yep. That's good. No, leave it attached.
Still tied to the crowbar.
No, I thought the crowbar got dropped down. We were done. Oh, can I flick it so the crowbar comes down?
Sure. Strength check.
I don't know what it is, but I failed. 6.
Okay, there's a slight tearing sound.
Didn't bring it.
What?
Come on.
Oh. What's the tearing?
Where you've tied your clothing to the rope. The
Okay.
crowbar.
I untie the rope.
That works.
And then I flick it to get the crowbar to come down.
Strength check.
12.
It falls down.
Can I step out of the way?
Yep.
Do I need to roll for that?
No.
Okay.
It impales right next to your foot.
Could have been worse. I pack it away. And then I start walking.
Yep. There's a bit of a breeze.
Yep. I can deal with that.
Okay, so yes. Everyone starts heading down the stairwell. I'm assuming.
Yes, absolutely.
Follow the leader.
Lots of stairs going down.
Watch out for threats, although my perception is -1.
So you should be in front then.
No.
My passive perception or just perception?
It depends on whether you're actively looking for something.
My passive perception's 13, so
I can't see for shit, but I've got really good reflexes, so I'm jumping.
Okay, so you reach the bottom and end up in the maze where you'd originally chased the kobolds.
Which is where we left them from.
Yeah.
So I kind of expect to end up back here.
Alright.
Alright.
Which way should we go?
That way. We haven't gone yet.
Well, at this stage, there's only one way to go.
I go that way.
Get out of the maze,
Follow the labyrinth.
And
You
always,
could take the door on your left as you walk past.
you always turn left.
and that will make it
That'll
faster.
that'll cut-
I'd like
cut the
to
labyrinth off, but
Pull my 2 rapiers out
Mhm.
and do that thing in action movies where they over-exaggerate and they jump around the corner and then they...
How do you use the other rapier with your stump?
Because
okay.
it attaches like a
So-
little
so-
thing.
He's
so
got,
Carly-
yeah, he's got his special attachment stuff to allow
Yeah,
him to
no, no.
Hence all the screws
Yeah,
and washers.
I undo a bolt and twist it round,
Okay.
and then it's a spoon, and then I undo it again and it's a rope thing, I undo it again and it's something that I don't talk to people about.
But he's got an attachment that allows him basically to clip it in where the handle is.
No worries.
So, so basically, yes, as you're walking along there, as you jump around the next corner, Dimitri will open the door on the side and take the next corridor.
Okay, so you turn around and find that you're by yourself. Everyone else is.
Do we want to change the marching
Oh,
order
I-
so
no, I
Dimitri's at
would've
the front?
If
Call
we're
that into
going
order?
through the door,
Sorry,
I'd be like, oi.
I invited you to be at the head of the party and it's been supplanted.
I didn't know where it was, so I don't mind. So I follow, I go after them, kind of a little bit quieter,
Alright.
and maybe with my sword sit beside.
I'm happy for you to go ahead of me.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Apparently, you're bringing up the safe rear.
Yes.
It's good.
If
But you're
anyone
more
goes too
observant than
slow,
me.
I skewer them.
What?
Nothing.
So does that mean your chum's not in front of him?
Kebab again?
I'm happy to leave a gap. Thank you.
What's that?
That's the minimum safe distance for your rapiers.
Right.
Or the thing you have to talk about.
That's right.
I'd like to change the minimum safe distance to that one.
Well, you are near the front.
I mean, it has a melee attack and a ranged attack, so...
That's
Wait, wrong
not-
thing.
You talk about that one.
Alright, what did you find, Dimitri?
Okay, so you finally get yourself back out to the door that was separating the chapel and the maze. And the arboretum.
Okay. Have we explored the...
So,
Awareness.
map for Jeremy's was
Yes.
describing, you were in here, you
Yeah,
came all
right.
the way down here, you're at this door.
Yeah.
You've been in here, which is
Yeah,
the
that's
chapel.
right. So I was
and that
thinking we had the
arboretum.
area to the left.
So you hadn't gone that way.
That's right, yeah. I thought there was a spot to the left we haven't looked at yet because
Yeah.
we've gone along the road.
Yeah, so just so
I trust your memory.
instead of making players try to map crazy dungeons.
I have a decent memory for some things, but yeah. And often it's vague thing. I'm going there.
There was a bit
next.
that was missing.
We want to go that way, I think, from memory.
Done.
So
Okay, so
there's
you
3
go
other
eagle.
adventurers somewhere in this dungeon, by the way.
no, they're at the front door.
Oh, okay, all 3. Rhea, the Minotaur,
Well,
and
except maybe
Rachel.
Rachel.
Good point.
So,
Okay.
Okay, so
Well,
what is
let's go.
everyone's passive perception?
13!
9.
18.
Jesus Christ.
Third of them.
11.
And I have the quiet goggles of night.
No, yeah, I don't have them on. Well, are we doing stealth? If we're not doing stealth, then I can put the goggles on.
Right, if we're not light, you don't need the goggles anyway.
Fair point.
It's just that I'm in front, and
Can I see in the dark now?
the I would just as soon
Not
not
yet.
have light.
Couple more nights,
With me?
long rests.
If I was a wizard, I'd have a light catcher. Probably not. There's better uses.
Are you allowed to hold a torch?
This is where proof that I'm not a wizard then.
Because
You don't have a light cantrip.
That's right.
Would you be like a flame
He's got a heavy one instead.
worry? Like, would you be allowed to hold the torch? Like,
No,
if there's
so I have I have goggles of night
right. So you
rather
don't-
than.
yeah.
But they're really noisy.
Plus, he also likes walking on walls.
That's right.
So, did you bleed on it today?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so, yes. Going down the passageway, I would expect Dimitri might be probably 10 feet in front even, on the idea that people need light behind him.
So, as you stumble along, going
Doesn't
through.
stumble.
Okay, well, everyone else behind you is stumbling along.
No, because they've got light.
You
I stumble.
you find a secret door on your left with your passive perception.
Okay, on the left, so that's not into the labyrinth.
No.
No, okay.
A fair way from the labyrinth. You basically go past the labyrinth, through or around the corridor,
Oh, okay, so it's actually
through
quite
through a
distance.
L-shaped corridor.
But the corridor appears to continue on, like so. It's been a bit windy, but it's only been one passageway
So
available.
you went here, up here,
Yep.
round here,
Yep.
round here, up here, across here, and then you just
Secret door. Okay, so.
So probably
ahead we-
about 300 feet from where you left the door.
Okay, and ahead I can see that the passageway actually splits in two, although they both go in the same direction.
And you've been there before. Well, further on.
Dimitri may not have been there before, but
Were you there for the library?
no.
Then you haven't been
I think
there.
Dimitri came in.
The jazz hands effect.
Good. Just looking at you to see this.
He might have
The best thing about fifth,
No, I
fourth
remember talking
edition
about it.
D&D
I think
was the
yes,
description
Dimitri wanted to go
of
back and look
moves.
at it, but he heard that.
So I played a fighter.
The
with
library was off
Rain
one
of
those
Steel.
Right, okay. Well, have a look at the secret door and look for traps. 25.
25. Okay, you don't seem to find any traps,
Okay, easy locked.
and it doesn't appear to be locked.
Okay. So, does the door open towards us or away from us?
It sort of does half-half. It spins.
Oh, okay, it's being on the spot. Okay. It makes it a bit hard to hide behind you.
You spin me right round, baby, right.
Next spin.
Well, you could just splat the wall and turn around and be on the
He
inside.
did not know what that was until this year,
Or last year, but
last year.
I
And you had
will
never
warn
ever seen
people
that
that.
before.
Yep. Okay. Obviously, they've seen the door there
So
that
he looked it up.
I'll be going through. That's all good.
Yes.
I'll warn people I'm about to open the door, and I
All
will
right.
push it away from me. So therefore, it's not a case of being open and
With the hinges. Right.
No,
Did-
no, the hinges in the middle.
did my perception pick up that there was a door?
Spins on it. Spins on it.
Mm.
I
Right.
would like to say, holy crap, there's a door.
Okay.
I thought that was important.
Yeah.
So which god are you honouring with the door?
Yeah,
So
apparently,
which
God are you honouring with the door?
whose crap are you holding?
Holy crap.
Proteus. Yeah.
What, did he shit in the pool again?
Well, you did ask him to convert to Proteus when you first met him, and he was like, yeah, right.
Proteus seems good. Good healthcare. You know, get benefits. Dental. You said dental, Mo. You said dental.
Look, if you love water, plenty of healthcare.
Yeah.
I can fix any problem you have. You no longer have problem immediately after treatment. 100% guaranteed.
Holy crap, a Proteus is a door. There you go. I was just
The
adding
cure is
Proteus.
death.
You did see Dimitri actually stop and apparently play around with the ball there. You
I
had
wasn't paying a lot of attention until it opened.
which is why
Right.
it makes it really fun.
Can we see what Dimitri sees?
Okay, so inside you see
The first time I get to
a lot of construction supplies.
Construction or destruction?
Construction.
I thought he said destruction. I thought, what kind of dynamite?
So you see a coil of rope that is the rope itself is thicker than your arm.
Hey, must be seagoing rope.
Can I go through some of the supplies, see if there's any small sprockets or
Sure.
metal bits that I could probably adapt?
Okay, so you find a box of iron spikes.
I take
You
it.
said you were missing if you didn't get some.
Yes, I lost 2 pittons.
There are 50 iron spikes here, all neatly placed in a box.
Can I take 10?
You can.
Yeah.
Why
Anybody
start
else
weighing
want
you
some?
down though?
How much do they weigh?
Should be in the player's handbook.
Well, I want to take the rest, and I'll use them as breadcrumbs so we can follow our trail.
Well, if people are staying here long enough to have a good look through, I'll sit down for 10 minutes and do a ritual of detect magic.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so you bring up your detect magic after everyone's had a good look through. So you get a box of metal nails. Does that suit for your sprockets?
I'll take some of them too, yeah.
There's 100 of those nails.
I'll take 50.
Sure.
Are they the magic item? They would say was magical?
No.
No, okay, that's right.
Basically, by the time they've gone, because it takes 10 minutes to do,
Yep.
they pretty much get to look at about 100 different actions before you spell them.
Absolutely. No, I'm not happy that they've gone through and grabbed into these things. But it's just, I mentioned this, you get a box of nails.
Yeah.
And I thought, hang on, was that connected to me or was that connected to you?
So there's also a pile of wooden beams, each about 10 foot in length and 6 inches by 6 inches in width. So a 6 by 6 by 10.
Does anyone know anything about carpentry?
I have amateur aspirations.
A mostly empty sack of building mortar.
Okay.
No, I'm good.
A sack of stone blocks. A stack of stone blocks, not a sack. A stack. Each about 6 inches by 6 inches by 12 inches in size. About 400 of them.
Can we look for secret doors in case they've made one?
Other than the one you came in with.
You can spend time looking for a secret door while everyone else is looking. But there are not so secret doors stacked against the side wall. So
They're just
actual
doors. Yeah, just unattached doors.
We could
So-
take-
but they're not
take them
secret.
to the portal to hide those forms and bits and pieces that shouldn't be there.
And a large box of assorted hardware, including several locks of various types, door hinges, clasps, and hasps, door handles, assorted metal bolts, and similar items.
I would like to take some of the hinges, clasps, bolts,
All made out of bronze,
bronze,
and a jug of dried glue.
and I'll take that.
I'm not writing all this down, but you're welcome to. Someone's making a dungeon down here.
Well, I'm just impressed at the fact that, they were carefully looked up and then these spare supplies and things like that, they put them away very nicely and very carefully behind the secret door.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, you would be hoping for loot behind a secret door. But it's useful.
It is very useful
but
if you're building things.
If we were going to take over.
By the time I finish my ritual,
Maybe they weren't.
there's nothing particularly magical left visibly amongst the stuff.
Maybe it wasn't hidden because of its value. Maybe it was hidden so that no one knew that there was going to be either an expansion or some sort of change to the tower.
The tower, you reckon? Maybe.
It's a theory.
That's it. I need some new doors.
Well, if you're going to be in a multiverse with different worlds, that's an infinite number of towers you have to
Curiosity,
make.
is there a ladder?
There is no ladder. But there's enough beam that you can make a ladder.
You could make a ladder.
And nails and bits and pieces. So,
Yeah.
so you can replace the ladder that got broken.
Disintegrated. It was a disintegration. Successful disintegration, mind you.
So there's no magic. Is it perception roll or investigation?
So if you make
You're looking for
it,
specific things. You can do
I got a 2, whatever it is.
so you have a good look around, and not only are the only doors you can find not attached to anything, they don't appear to be very secret either.
Okay. I'm satisfied that there are no secret
Oh, hidden
doors.
under a blanket. That's
Right.
the feel.
Can I quickly put some stones in the shape of a pitchfork thing that Proteus?
A trident?
That thing! Yep. I put a little shape of that.
Okay. So the bricks are a bit heavy,
He's not a good follower for us.
but they are 6 inches by 6 inches by 12 inches of solid
If you're
stone.
about to ask how
I'm
many
okay
columns
with
a
it.
trident has, I've got concern about
No, because a trident has 3.
Two,
but,
right?
But sorry, so I put 4. I put 4.
I'm thinking there's
You're back to a
something wrong.
pitchfork.
Well, it's trident.
Literally, right here! Right here! How hard?
I thought you might need a spare.
1, 2, 3. 3. I'll give you spare, but you're sending me spare.
4 is better.
No,
Four.
no.
Look,
Don't copy my
just
answer.
look. 3 holes. 3 holes. 4 holes.
I know.
What you do in your own private time is your own business.
Shouldn't make it quadrant.
Quadrant. Is there a god of quadrants?
Probably.
I do not feel like you're very
It's like-
committed to growth.
Yeah, it's a farming
I'm honest,
agricultural
probably as much as I am.
But Proteus should want to be better. So Proteus should want 4.
Sure. Yes, that is exactly right.
There we go then. Okay.
Why stop at 4?
That's a
Have the
good
Swiss
idea.
Army knife of the beep 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 beep. all
I
around
go,
the
and, I
end.
go and get some more stones and put a 5th prong on there.
Well, they're not particularly straight, so you got big chunk,
He's getting to a
big
point
chunk,
where now
big
it's a
chunk.
Greek.
Yes, it is. You're great for
No,
gardening.
no.
Not too much
I
gardening
was
to do
thinking,
underwater though.
you see, what he really needs to do is putting the stones on the floor makes it hard. So what he should be doing is doing upright, and he's made a candelabra,
Oh,
and have it
Be our guest. Be our guest.
Yes,
Sorry.
put our service to the test.
Anyway, let's leave
Next room.
this
indeed
guy
we can
here and
continue
go
along,
somewhere else.
and
So yes, you find yourself in a corridor where you have 4 different directions.
right.
So you get there is the way you came, going to the I'm going to call it east has 2 passageways,
Yep.
and going to the south has 1.
Yep.
To the east you can see what appears to be a secret door, and to the south you can also see a secret door,
Okay. Now,
both
this
of
is-
which the rest of the party missed.
I was going to say this is an area that the party recognises. Is that correct?
They have been here.
But
We didn't see the
we'll
secret
go to
doors
the
last
doors,
time.
have a look.
The barbarians have been here.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll have
we
a look
are.
at the secret
I'm
doors to the
particularly
south
unobservant.
first of all.
So which one did you want to go
We'll go to
to?
the south one first.
South one first. Okay, as you head south, you actually see another secret door there as well, across from it.
Okay.
So you can tell. See this area here?
Yep.
You saw that one at the distance. You saw
Okay.
that one at the distance, and you also found that one.
Right.
When you were coming down.
Man, you guys missed half
they
the
came
dungeon.
up here. Yeah.
No idea what you're talking about.
Are you
my
seeing like
friend.
little signs that's like secret door #3, secret door #5?
So
I
we
don't know, I'm just wanting doors, really.
All this stuff most certainly wasn't here when
That's
we went
right.
to
I'm pretty
the
sure he's
place.
using his wizarding to make the doors.
He's not.
So which one would you like to look at first?
He's definitely a wizard.
I don't think so.
We'll start with the one that, the one.
Well, how can I be his apprentice if he's not
Okay.
a wizard?
So I'll check for traps on it. 27.
You don't find any traps, unfortunately.
Is it locked?
It does
Change
not
it
appear to
with
be
that.
locked.
Okay. Is this one that again opens in a swivel? Or?
Yep.
Okay. Again, I will push the end close to me to into room.
Okay, so you find the irregularly shaped room is somewhat triangular. Entrance is about 70 feet north to south and nearly 40 feet east to west. Numerous casks and barrels are stacked along the walls, but there are plenty of room for additional supplies. You can see approximately 60 casks here.
Can I push past?
Push
and-
past. Push the door close again.
No, I push past because there's casks and there's barrels, which means booze, and I want
Like,
to go.
how did you get to 7th level?
Drunk.
Well, what happened was,
Oh, you went pirating,
No.
killed several
I-
hundred people.
I'm totally down for us taking some booze.
yeah,
Okay.
no, let's get some booze.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you rush in.
I don't rush in. I mobilize with purpose.
As I said, it was sort of the Dimitri pushed the door that was close to quite close to him. Looked
Yeah.
inside, went to push the other one, but apparently got some booze.
And a nasty stepped in.
Yes.
What do you mean, a nasty, the nasty?
The nasty stuff.
Thank you.
Well, no. The nasty was already in the room. You just haven't looked yet.
Probably.
And all the casks are mimics.
We've already had one of those this dungeon. How could there possibly be more than one?
Family.
Shut
That
the
sounds like a challenge.
I love the mimic that's the door, so you spend all this time trying to get in the
Yeah.
door, and then as you're bending down to try to look through the keyhole, you're like, "Whoop."
I got hit by a chest, and it was a mimic chest, wasn't it?
They're standard.
See
It
my
was a rug?
vest. See my vest.
It was a chest.
It was a rogue.
It was a rug. Yeah, I remember the rug.
Oh yeah, rug mimic. There you go.
Okay, so yes, you rush in the first barrel you get to.
It's a
Yeah.
Roll a d20.
You shouldn't have given him the idea.
It's a 5.
It's a 5. You can see it's got GG on the outside. Obviously, it is important.
DD.
GG.
GG.
Good going.
I
Good
open
goal
it.
for the GGs.
You open it. It's full of pickles. glorious pickles.
Depending on how long it's been there for, it could be delicious. 'cause
I
the
like
vinegar's
pickles.
got-
I try pickle.
The vinegar's turned to alcohol.
Hello.
And it's quite tasty pickles too.
All right, I have a pickle.
Only one?
That's a dilly of a pickle.
Yep. I now look around the room to see if I can ascertain more booze.
You do. So, since I didn't get close the door, I will look in from the door. It appears to simply be casks everywhere as another storage room.
Another storage room, 2 levels of casts. Each of them has different symbols on them. But you get to roll a d20 for each cast, and that determines what's in it.
I'll get my
And
food
we have
anyway.
a Stefan who will get to introduce himself in a moment.
I think I know what's in one of the casks.
Make sure you.
I'm a wizard.
A mimic?
Holy water.
A wizard,
A mimic?
maybe.
A mimic wizard.
Can you do detect magic in him?
Could, but I'm not going to lie. By the time I finish, all the casks will be empty.
Fair enough.
I need booze.
You're probably right.
I haven't had a drink since I got up this morning. I need booze.
Why not?
Because we've been walking.
You don't carry booze?
I do, it's in my
You
backpack.
realise when we got up it was dark, right?
Yeah.
That means you should have been drinking.
So, why didn't you have breakfast?
I did, I
I
drank.
gave
That's
him-
what I just told
I
you.
gave him beef
He hasn't
jerky.
had any since then.
Oh, since.
No, yeah, no,
Okay.
breakfast was drink.
Sorry, I thought you meant eating
Well,
today.
Beef jerky he had for dinner.
Okay,
so he wouldn't eat rat.
I thought you meant you hadn't had any drink today.
No.
Why not?
So yes, you've got some nice pickles. Everyone can smell the pickles from outside the room as soon as you open the barrel. And they all know now that no matter where you are, they're going to smell the pickles around you.
What if he doesn't take them with him?
He's covered in pickle juice.
But I just tried one. How did I get covered in pickle juice?
You had to break open a barrel and reach into some juice, pull out the pickle.
I have a barrel opener
You do?
in here, like
Yeah.
it just pops open.
Yeah.
It's got a little roofed edge, and I just work it around the edge, and it kind of cuts it, and then it just flips off. It's even got a magnet, so it lifts the top up afterwards.
But it's not a metal one, so if you did that, it would have just spilled all over you.
All right.
Okay, so you're completely drenched in pickle juice then. There's pickle juice all over the floor as you cut open the side of the barrel with your hand.
Can I change my name to Pickle Rick?
Okay.
You know, Chum, he's stealing all the supplies of your tower.
It's your tower, I'm just your apprentice.
See, it's your apprentice tower.
I've got a new name, Wizard's Apprentice.
Yeah, but who's the master?
You are. Yeah.
He's not a wizard. And he's certainly not taking apprentices.
What about Little Miss? Little Miss is a wizard.
I'm not a wizard.
I'll be your apprentice. No, we'll figure it out. Chum for now, but we've got to figure out a new name.
What about
by the time I
Raya?
become
Will
a
Raya
wizard.
be your teacher?
Or maybe Riadrin or whatever his name is my master. Who knows?
The last thing I need.
Yeah, that guy. I've got his staff. Apparently I can steal the knowledge of spells. I don't know how that works, but we can give it a go next time we find a proper wizard. An enemy wizard, I mean.
Okay, so does anyone else want to start looking at barrels?
Do you know how it works?
Any of them booze like? I
It's
know
tough.
I've bought
Yeah.
the pickles at all costs.
So, you have 60 chances.
Why don't you have it?
Well, 59 now of finding something.
I've got a diamond.
Ah,
Each barrel can have a code, and it's a d20 roll to see what's on the barrel.
Had the stuff when Dimitri arrived.
Right.
As Martin said, it was the sort of thing.
So, however many barrels you look at is how many rolls you make.
Lifetime
Should we
case-
swap?
Well, no, you can't really swap.
okay.
Because you can't, well, certainly, I can't
But-
actually give away the diamond.
It doesn't matter how many I look at because I'll make sure that that it doesn't have GG on it, given that I've learned that lesson. So I'll go to a different part of the room that is not surrounded by pickle juice.
Yep.
And have a look at a few barrels.
Though, strangely, the pickles do feel appealing now. You didn't used to like them.
No,
It has this desirable smell to you. It's like, but I hate pickles.
No, it's not touching that. Because the smell of it still hasn't gotten taken off him. And that just makes me... Nah.
So, your beard protects you from the smell.
13. There's a lucky number.
13, you find it's got an OG on the outside.
That sounds like a lot of
Oh
pickles.
god.
Avoiding that.
Were-
Do you tap the side of the barrel?
Yeah,
Sounds like there's some sort of liquid in there.
probably full of pickles.
Could just be pickle juice.
That's full of old pickles. I suppose it's good pickles.
Yeah, that's true. I will look at a different barrel.
Okay.
I'll look at a couple more.
Roll again.
17 that time.
17. This one has a QS on the outside.
Give this a go.
Okay. You break it open.
hmm
There is a strange sort of smell in the air. Reminds you of good dwarven cooking, even though you've never had dwarven cooking.
This is what's in the barrel.
Spices,
Spices.
seasoning for roasts and stuff.
Cool. I will put some of that in the pouch.
Mm-hmm.
Because why not? Basically.
And how many more would you like to look at?
2 more, and I'll roll both at the same time.
Yep.
So one of them is 5, one of them is 17 again.
So you find another pickles and you find another seasoning.
Yeah, no. We'll just leave it at that.
After having watched a few of the barrels be inspected, Dimitri will go and look and see if they're on the other side of the festival.
Okay.
Check the tracks. 14, 24.
Okay. Okay, so as you're checking, you see that this one is slightly ajar. So it's not even shut.
Okay.
But it was still too hard for everyone else to notice as they walked past, because the DC was still too high for their passive perception.
Well, that's why it was obviously it's partially open, which is why originally I spotted it from a while, from a bit distance away. So, okay, well, without touching it, then I will just peek inside to the through the crack.
Okay, so what it appears to be is designed for various purposes related to the study and practice of magic. There are several large wooden tables within the room, one of which is overturned on its side, as well as a central table made of stone. The top of this prominent table is a slab of smooth black slate, although its cold black beauty is hidden by a thick layer of dust. None of the tables have anything upon them. There are several chairs and stools scattered about the room. Centered on the north wall is a door flanked by numerous cabinets mounted on the wall about 4 feet high. And you see a short, somewhat portly figure in green robes balancing on a wooden chair while rummaging through several open cabinets along the north wall.
Okay.
He's a gnome.
Yes, I guess so. And so he's got his back to me at the moment?
Yep.
He's on the other side of the room. I will
Shoot him in the back.
sneak into the room and confirm there's no one else either side of it, like on the where I couldn't, looking through the doorway, I'm assuming there were 2 corners of the room I couldn't really see effectively.
Yep.
So check there's no one in there, and then
He seems to be by himself.
walk up behind him,
Mm-hmm.
and ready to catch him when he tumbles off the stool, saying, "You need a hand."
Yep, he tumbles off the stool and you catch him.
Apparently, yes.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Greetings. How can I be of assistance?
He sort of looks at you and goes, well,
Aside from stopping you falling.
I am, looking for the magic stuff of this place. I'm sure there's more magic stuff than this. He pulls out a stick with sparks coming out the end of it, and puts that back in his jacket.
So you don't stay here usually? You're just visiting?
I'm ready to
Ransacking.
disintegrate versus hostile actions.
So, are you going to look at any of the barrels?
Whoa!
Are you fucking serious?
No way.
I'm skipping out on chairs. I'm just going to sit down here now.
Jeez.
I don't know if you've noticed the other chair.
Yep. There's a curse.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Anyway,
Don't move.
again,
Well, this one's actually a little bit harder
Well,
to
okay, well,
extricate myself from.
This one, the legs haven't actually collapsed quite in the same way, so it's...
Again.
Yeah.
And again, you...
And are you okay?
Yeah. Again, I'm.
Strangely okay, even though it went crunch.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm at the kids' table now.
Tried to hit you in the back of the head.
Is there another chair?
Don't worry about it. I'm good.
He's staying down there.
He's done with chairs.
Just a minute. Time mark.
Yeah.
So that's just over 1 hour, 10 minutes.
Okay.
So you've got a 30-minute interval between the two.
So apparently 30 minutes is the time you're allowed to sit on a chair
Well,
for.
no.
40.
If you jumped over the chair now, you can have 45 minutes. Because it's increasing by 10 each time. So.
There's a Superman footstool.
No, honestly, I'm good. I'm done with chairs right now.
It's got in Japanese.
Also,
I really think so.
that shin thing you sent me.
Yep.
No.
So, who wants to look at a barrel? Who wants to actually follow the...
I want to go.
Already down here,
I want
so
to
I'm
go
gonna have a
adventuring.
look. So I found something interesting.
I want to do something that might end up being heroic, rather than just checking out a barrel.
Randomly looking at stores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
sir.
how long have you been here for?
Oh, about a month or two.
There's someone
So you know your way around there?
Well, I've come with my brothers.
Your brothers?
Yeah.
Where are your brothers?
Well, they're all looking at various places. I'm sure you would have noticed them if you've been here long enough.
Does one of them like rats?
No.
Okay.
So what kind of creature is this? Sorry, I was
No.
a gnome.
I am a gnome, I'm not a creature.
But also, say, you're still looking at casks at the moment, that's why you didn't know about it.
Right.
Did the gnome give his name?
No, but my name is...
My name is Chum.
I am Hothgar.
Right.
The
I am
Fabulous.
still preparing disintegrate.
I am Chum, the apprentice.
I'm a
hungry.
wizard. Would you like to apprentice to me?
I'll think about it. I have a few different options. It's good to know. Another wizard. We have many around.
They don't look like wizards to me. It looks more like a... I don't know what that is. It's sort of white with fur.
Blowing your
Or is that lots of hair?
I'm assuming my beard is also white.
As an apprentice,
Same coloration, that hasn't changed.
as an apprentice, I don't actually know. I haven't been able to classify wizards. It's good to know you're a wizard.
Wizards have a book. And a wand. If they don't have a wand and a book, they're obviously not a wizard.
Okay.
See, look, here's my wand. He waves a wand with sparks coming out the end of it.
That's
Didn't
fantastic.
you just find that one?
Yes, but I've got a wand, so obviously I'm a wizard. That's how that works.
I don't think you're actually a wizard.
The one chooses the wizard.
And sorry, I didn't make a note of your name. Are you the wizard
I am the wizard Hothgar the Fabulous.
Hothgar the Fabulous?
Yes.
That's great.
Is that a name
nickname's
you've heard
not-
of?
No.
Your nickname's not
And
Harry.
from where do
is
you
it?
hail, Hofgar?
Why would I be called Harry? That sounds so pedantic.
True.
So pedestrian. So non-magical.
That's right.
I may as well call myself Bill, the guy who just walked in from next door.
Okay, Bill.
Bill it
We went
is.
on an excellent adventure.
He did.
Do
That
you?
just sounds outrageous.
He must have a brother name.
You mentioned you had some brothers.
Yes, I do have some brothers.
What
Same
do you,
type.
are you able to give us their names in case we meet them and can help them in their adventures?
Yes, I have Mothgar.
Right.
Mothgar.
And the other one is
Mothgar
called
and
Bob.
And Agape.
Rothgar.
Rothgar.
Yeah, Hothgar,
So-
Mothgar, and Rothgar.
Northgar and Rothgar. His
And-
brothers. I don't think we have
They
had
are
them.
they're not just brothers; they're triplets.
Right.
We all look the same, except I'm the pretty one
Good to know.
because I'm fabulous.
Does that mean they're worth more if there's less of them?
So from where do you and your brothers
Just
hail?
saying.
So we
Well, we
killed him.
last came through the Elven Forest.
You sure?
They were just silly. Elves are
Get
silly.
itchy.
So, yes.
They love their trees too much.
No other reference to Rothgar.
So when were you going through
not
the
on
Elven
the hit
Forest?
list.
Well, I was going through there about a month ago, and then we
We
heard
heard
about
off
this
to
place
the-
where adventurers go to die, and I thought, well, there's probably something useful to loot there, so we came through here first. Haven't had to kill anyone yet. But I've got... He pulls out his sparkly wand again. I've got the sparkly wand. This will make sure no one messes with me. And puts it back away again.
Absolutely.
I throw a
but
pickle at him.
Didn't you say you'd been... So you came directly from the Elven Forest to this.
He catches the pickle and starts eating it.
Impressive.
You came directly from the Elven Forest to this keep?
This keeps in the Elven Forest.
Indeed, okay.
So it's a bit hard to,
So
not
we're
go
going
from
through-
the Elven
You
Forest.
were going through the Elven Forest and found this keep.
Yes.
You were not looking for this keep specifically?
No, we're just passing through.
And the elves told you that people go to die here?
No, the humans say people go today.
So you were looking for the keep, which is why you
Just-
went to the Elven Forest.
We're passing through the Elven Forest. We came across it and we thought, why not? It's not like traps that can... There's no trap that can stop a gnome.
That's it.
Yeah,
I know
we
a gnome
think-
trap.
Who would trap a gnome? That's just crazy talk.
Agreed.
I start pulling out a piece of rope and some hinges, and I start tinkering.
Can I help you with that?
Okay, Dimitri's
Can I do-
probably thinking
I don't think
you in completely.
All right. I was
Why
going
would you want to trap a gnome? Then you've got to keep it.
Yeah. If he does make one, I'll give him disadvantage on making a gnome trap.
Okay. Roll with disadvantage.
Alright.
So what have you found so far in this keep?
So what am I adding it to?
Your survival roll.
16.
16. Okay, you believe you've managed to craft a trap in front of everyone.
Hey, look, an eagle! Does he go look?
No, he just looks at you.
Oh.
Your deception roll.
Do I get a deception roll?
I don't know.
Sure, have a
Probably
deception
with
roll with
disadvantage to
disadvantage.
claim there's an eagle in a dungeon.
Well, actually, no. This room is probably the optimum chance of finding the eagle. Stuffed in the wizard's quarters.
Oh yeah,
So,
Yeah, 6.
that could be my
6.
familiar.
He just looks at you and says, really?
he looks at you and says,
I just put the trap down
No,
in
no,
front
no.
of him.
that's not an eagle, that's an alligator.
I put the trap down in front of him and just step back and look at him like this.
He just shakes his head looking down.
All right, so Hrothgar, Mothgar, and Hrothgar,
Yes.
you are researching this place.
No, we're ransacking. There's a difference.
Oh, you're ransacking. Okay, do you need any help from us?
You good at ransacking?
Oh, pretty good.
Well, show me. There's a trap over there.
I quietly walk around behind him and then shove him into the trap.
Sure. Give me a attack roll.
Can I
Oh,
say,
shit.
You rolled a 1.
No. 90.
Hrothgar, watch out for the trap.
What am I adding?
You're basically doing an attack.
So strength,
Strength.
proficiency,
Your
It's an unarmed attack.
26.
Okay.
It's the first good roll I've had all night.
I am still ready, so this could go wrong.
No, I'm going to catch him in the trap.
What if he attacks you?
I
And
still
then I
have him.
have to cast
I still have
Disintegrate.
him caught in the
No,
trap.
Technically, when you're ready in action, you get the option, if the trigger happens,
Jeremy,
You can choose to abort
Jeremy,
and
I
lose your
haven't
action.
killed someone in a really, really
Oh, I'm not saying that's what you
Okay, so he falls in the trap. The trap goes off, and there's this cracking sound.
Yeah.
He seems to survive it.
We could have gotten information out of him.
Does it kill him?
I say that
He's
and then
dead.
double over laughing.
Who'd step in a gnome trap indeed?
So they just
I can't
murdered a
contain my
gnome.
laughter right now. I'm rolling around on the ground.
Plumman also
I'm in trouble.
loses his shit.
Is that because you didn't get to kill someone?
No, as in laughing.
This murder hobo thing.
I didn't mean to murder him. I just thought I'd catch him in the trap and laugh.
Is there a way to get him back?
Yeah, can I try heal him? Maybe.
Depends. Are you a chiropractor?
Yes.
Well, his
Are you
head's
a
currently facing the wrong way.
Right.
Sorry?
so you
His
break
head's
his
currently
shit.
facing the wrong way.
Is anyone going to heal his spell?
I think
I
he's
have
beyond
to
that.
I'm going to work on that.
I put his head back the right way.
Okay,
I would
give me a
like-
strength check.
8.
You're struggling. Try again.
21.
That comes right off.
I take one of my iron spikes.
I am just absolutely losing my shit right
Imagine
now.
all the blood that you uncovered.
I would like to make a first-hand account of the murder of Hrothgar the gnome.
Well, look, you already killed his
Kill
brother.
all his brothers now.
No, you've already killed one of them.
Yeah.
You murdered the other one because he was talking to you.
What? When?
They killed the other one when they found him in that library.
Oh, that's right, yeah, because he had that
Wow.
bag.
So this is twice now they've killed him on sight. Because he was a gnome.
Hey, we may as well go 3 for 3.
I don't
I'm
remember
walking
that.
around with a gnomish
Let me draw
shield
the
as
left
well.
one,
Bradshaw started it,
Oh,
I
this
think, because
deception,
Bradshaw
yeah.
hates gnomes.
Right.
I don't like gnomes. I'm really as I like put the head. On,
You
I-
shove the spike in through the top.
Yeah, and then I say I'm sorry.
You
and
just watch the eyes that pop out as you do that.
push them back. I use pickle juice.
Yeah.
so. Are you quite finished?
Yeah.
Can we search his desk while you're
Yes.
busy, playing taxidermy?
I just.
I think Dimitri's pissed at me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy. I'm recording a first-hand account of the murder of Hrothgar.
Well, you just killed his master.
You are now the master. The pupil becomes the master.
I don't think I learned anything from him.
Don't
You
step
learn
in
not
the
to
just
be
step in
How
the
to
gnome
avoid
trap.
traps, or which allies to choose in your party.
Um,
I kind of shuffle off quietly.
I get my breath back and go, well, you showed him gnomes can be beaten by traps.
You look like I'll let you in the car screen.
Gnome's problem.
We'll have a look around the wizard's laboratory.
Okay, so
That isn't covered in blood.
you see there are a lot of there are 40 containers in the cupboards.
Don't touch.
And there is a
I'm-
D20 for any container you want to open.
I open a container.
Sure.
Dimitri always.
I'm not even going to look at it. I was going to walk up to it. As soon as he says don't touch anyone,
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
I
walk up to
couldn't
the
do it
nearest.
here. Don't touch.
I'm gonna walk up to the nearest one and open it. If that's a 7.
That's a 7. Okay, so you open it up and it has a very vinegary smell to it, and inside looks like it's got a white vinegar.
I will lick it. I'll put it on my finger and lick it.
It is vinegar.
It's vinegar. White vinegar.
White vinegar specifically.
I spoke to brown vinegar.
Or yellow vinegar. Well, actually, they have red, white, and yellow as different
Or
types of
rice
vinegars.
vinegar.
Sorry?
Or rice vinegar. So yeah, but I'll have a look at the inside the cupboards and
I'm just going to keep
make
opening
the assessment that
containers.
it appears to be fairly generic wizard laboratory alchemical type.
It is. There's also a large clear jar in there, larger jar of clear glass, which seems to contain a black cat floating in a clear, colourless liquid.
I didn't do it.
With a stopper, with a seal on top.
Is the cat moving?
Well, it's
Only when you spin the bottle.
pretty much when you move the bottom.
Yep.
The second container along that I open, I got a 1.
You got a 1. Okay, so it's got black sand in it.
Are there any containers that can be used as a gnome
You can.
coffin?
It doesn't really taste that nice. It's just sand. Really, pretty grainy.
You should see what happens when you put your.
Is there anything I can
Why
use
don't
as a
you go back
gnome
and check out
coffin?
those casks.
You want to use anything? Something as a gnome
Go
coffin?
back and check.
Or you can probably squish the
I
gnome
am
into
very
the
quiet.
jar if you want.
No, I'd like to get
I
a
did
more
not
a
expect my
generous
gnome
size
trap to-
box for a gnome coffin.
Okay, you pull out one of the drawers
All right.
and just tip the papers out. They're not important.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna
Let's,
pocket that.
Whole barrel.
Does it smell like... No, it's not a barrel. It's a...
I'll get some nails and wood from the other
Does it
room
smell like
and
gunpowder?
turn the drawer into a coffin.
I'm gonna pocket that. Whatever it is. Mysterious black
For the
powder.
gnome.
It's actually black sand.
Oh, that's right.
I don't
mysterious
remember the
black
other
powder.
gnome dying, but maybe I tuned it out last time.
No, again, I'm happy to. While he's exploring casks in the other room, I'll take 10-15 minutes to do a ritual detect magic and see if there's actually any magic in here.
Okay, so
I'll check the other room
I'll
too.
grab the wand of the. In fact, actually,
If you're walking
Well,
around for
it-
10 minutes,
it,
you can.
it lasts 30 minutes, doesn't it?
Yeah, or
So I
10.
could probably
Third-
still have it active in that
Third
sense.
jar I open is a 16.
16. The next one you open, it has a rather strange smell in it. It's some sort of oil.
taste like anything?
Very pungent. You taste it. It has a really weird taste. You've never tasted something like that before. Your tongue is really not liking it.
10 minutes.
It tastes terrible.
Right.
Oh, last
Awesome.
the
I'm
cast,
gonna
the
put that
chemistry cast only
Yeah.
last minute. Look at 30 minutes.
Concentration
Still
up to 10
got
minutes
that
to take
strange
the.
metallic aftertaste on your tongue.
But you can cover all these nearby
That's
rooms.
a metallic taste.
Because you can see through all the containers if there's any magic in them.
That's curious.
Assuming
I
what
actually
they
want
like.
to keep that.
Which tastes
Metallic,
really
definitely.
Yeah.
Can I start going through the
So
cast?
you can say you've got some petroleum in your bag.
Petroleum. That makes me happy.
So, yeah.
Petroleum and black sand. All you need is some
Aside
detergent.
from the wand and
And the jar with the cat in it is glowing.
jar with the cat as well. Yep. Did the gnome have any other items of interest on him other than the wand that he found?
He has an iron spike in his neck.
Here's a spell book.
A spell book.
He is. He's actually a wizard.
I can have that as well.
Can I go through the casks in the other room? Because I was told to and I'm being quiet for a while.
There are 60 of them.
Can I just... Do I need to roll for each one?
You would, yes.
Alright. 6.
How many? You said there's 20 jars, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna record these.
Can I look at, if I take a closer look at the...
So what was that roll? That was a 6. It has HU on the side.
I open it.
It's got raisins.
You like raisins?
I do like raisins.
There's lots of raisins. Isn't
I
it?
take some raisins.
You've got a pile of raisins.
Okay.
Some of them even moving.
Some of the pages are stuck together, so I improvised. Raisins. You like raisins?
4.
Number 4. Okay, it's got MK on it.
I open it.
It's got salted pork.
I like salted.
With raisins.
I could rub some of the pork on him before I eat it. So that like really greasy.
Okay, so Grace, you're doing another jar?
I'm doing
So does that.
rolls for all of them. So the next one was 11.
Okay, it has
Go through them in order.
brass filings.
Brass filings.
If you've got time, look at them
That's
all.
worth cash. Brass is worth money.
Taking a closer look at the cat in the jar,
Doesn't have a tag.
there's like, so I have to like detect magic is the one where in 5th ed you can determine school and things like that by looking more closely.
You can.
Which one? Detect magic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has transmutation.
Transmutation. And does it either the jar or
The jar.
container or the cat? So the jar, the liquid or the cat?
Hard to tell because that's one item.
Okay. And how big a jar is it? So it's a whole cat?
Whole cat.
So presumably it's a fairly large jar. Okay. It's hard to work out more with it right now.
Yeah.
What I will do is I'm going to put it up on a high top shelf.
You mean you're not going to hand it to Charm and then count to 3?
I'm not clumsy.
I'm not talking about you. It's going to reach a nasty dwarf.
I'm not a dwarf. I'm a human.
Nasty stuff.
Currently. Just one hammer to wait for.
Again, with transportation makes it from the jar.
Can you do a sending spell?
I can.
If I wanted
I can
to.
send this
Where do you want to send to?
I'm just thinking about if I make a report to the local police, just in case we get murdered.
So repeats of the numbers are the same thing.
They
right?
can be different things.
Oh, they can?
Yeah.
Okay. So the next one was 6.
Okay, so 6. You find some garlic.
That'll go well with my seasoning.
The one with sparkle stars. Did it also choose me? Like it will still sparkle stars?
Still sparkle stars.
Yes.
2.
2. Okay, it has some yellowish water that smells funny.
Drink it.
I probably won't touch it.
You're in trouble.
Because that's where my brain will go. Smells funny how?
Smells like someone peeing in a jar.
Yeah.
You won't know unless you try.
It's good for you.
That is an actual option on here, which is where it came up.
14.
14. Okay, you find some red wine.
Oh, that makes me happy.
Can you keep some for me, please? I need some booze after that.
8.
8. Okay, you find some maple tree sap. Hardened.
Put it in the microwave and stuff like that.
I'm sorry about that.
That's okay, it's just your phone wanting attention.
I normally put on silent for games or so. So maple tree sap that's hardened.
Yep,
I'm assuming a lot of this I can chuck in my components pouch, right?
you can, yes.
19.
19. Okay, you find some nutmeg.
11 again.
11 again, you find some tin filings.
6 again.
You find some catnip.
Ooh, catnip. 6 again.
Okay, you find some parsley.
13.
13. You find some cat poo. Dried and hardened.
Of course.
Spell components.
Yeah, exactly.
You never really asked what Miracle Max actually used in all these Miracle, did you?
14.
14.
Chocolate, that's it.
Okay, you find some fruit wine.
2.
2. You find some holy water. It sparkles.
11.
You find some iron filings.
9.
You find some graphite.
1.
You find some white sand to go off your black sand.
Don't mix them.
17.
17. You find a pile of dead bees.
And 3.
And 3. You find some mineral salt.
Now the library is also nearby you, is it not?
It is, yes.
While I've got the decoration techniques, I'm going
Sorry?
to go to the library and read through the shelves.
I rolled dice for the first like 15 casts and then I'll get bored.
Yep.
So,
All drunk.
well, yeah, it depends what I get.
Okay, so what's your next one?
10.
10. Okay, it has SD on the outside.
I open it.
It's full of ale. I don't believe you go any further.
I
At least not for a little while.
drink some ale and then I fill up. I've got about
This is some of the Shire brew.
I have 12 flasks on me, so I fill all of my flasks.
I pour out most of my water
Yep.
and
Fill up as well.
I walk around a bit, there's a bit of a sloshing,
Mm-hmm.
and I start drinking some of the ale because I don't want to waste it.
Are you going to share that you found some?
Proteus obviously found out, so the Proteus person knew because there was water involved.
I found ale. It's good.
I will also go and get ale.
Yep.
And then
Ale for everyone.
once I do that, I
what ails you?
stagger to the second cast, which is 7.
And you find
Okay, it's
good
got
stuff.
EJ on the outside.
I open the EJ.
It's full of fish in brine.
Told you I can do good stuff.
I leave the fish in brine. There's fish.
It's a bit fishy.
Aren't you a follower of Proteus?
I can't talk to them. I try and talk to them.
They're dead.
You're not saying much.
Not good.
Number 3.
Number 3, it's got FT on the outside.
I open it.
It's full of rye flour.
I take a little bit.
Sure. You've got a pile of flour in your hand.
I put some in my backpack in my rations area, kind of thing. 8.
No,
8.
You
It's got a Y.
misinterpreted that was dispel invisibility.
It is the fantastic word.
Oh, that's actually okay, cool. I take a little bit extra. Yeah, cool. And then 8.
There's a Y.
I open.
Full of dried apples.
I like dried apples. I take some dried apples. I yell out that there's dried apples because it's good for rations.
I will also take dried apples.
And then I rolled 8 again.
And more dried apples.
And then I rolled 18.
It has RH on the
I
outside.
open it.
It's full of sunflower seeds.
I take a few handfuls and pocket them. So I am from now on chewing on sunflower seeds at most times. 10.
10. It is more ale.
And tomorrow you've got a sunflower going out your pocket.
Alright, more ale. I decide that I need to drink some of my flasks
Also from the Shires.
so that I could fill them out of the new ale. At this point, do I need to roll some sort
So
of...
this is over 200-year-old Shire ale that
Yeah.
has not been in stock for most of your life.
Okay. So, once I'm going to say that I've drunk...
You'll probably sell a cask for over 1,000 gold in the Shires.
But not when it's been opened.
Yeah, but that's alright. I fill my flask and drink some. I did roll 10 again next, so what's that mean?
That's more ale.
Yeah, it says the same thing on it.
Yeah, so
So
can
same
we...
you've got
thing.
an unopened one.
Can we carry that? Like, how heavy is it?
It's heavy enough to require 2 medium-sized people to lift. It's a proper keg.
Okay. I have a variety of hinges and springs and things. Can I make some sort of, like, wheel assembly to, like, tow
Not
it
easily.
behind me?
There's no roads.
Oh, no, but just like 2 wheels so that it could go behind me to get back to the horse.
Well, you could just wait in there for the to take down the entryway after we went to the...
Would it fit into a bag of holding?
No, too big.
I
You can pour it in, but then you'd have a bag full of ale.
I put it back and it's okay. I think I'm going to stop opening barrels because it's annoying.
Thank you.
Would I be right in assuming that I'm drunk at this stage?
It's up to you. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Dave, would you like the other folding
11.
chair that we've got?
Yep, you're drunk.
Nah, at this stage I'm good.
He's had 2 chairs fall on him.
2.
That one and that one.
You have 2 chairs.
So at this point, he's sworn off chairs.
I don't know where we got those chairs from, but they need to come back.
So, any books in the library apparently?
Yeah. It was actually quite a comfortable fall both times.
Still.
I mean, I heard you get spend some time looking through the library when we get the opportunity anyway, but while I've got the tip bag, I'll just see if there's any glowy type books in there.
Okay, so besides the glowing lamps that look like beetles in cages,
Yep.
and the shredded remains of a magical bag on the ground beside the dead gnome, that was a brown bag of tricks that someone put a trident through.
What? See, that wasn't me. That one wasn't me.
He didn't have
Dimitri
anything
wasn't
because,
there. He's confident he knows who did it.
because Raya had
Trident holes? Yeah.
Raya had actually ransacked him and used the dead magic in the room.
And they say they can't do it. But so no books. Like, so what kind of books are there?
They are books on the region. Over as it was before the Phaeacians came over and spoiled everything.
Well, and we're talking dozens of books, hundreds of books.
Probably about 200 books.
Okay, yeah, cool. Happy with that.
Most of these lost to history.
Do you have a bag of holding?
I do,
Cool.
but again, I will hold off at this stage until we're ready to leave, and then I can go and pick.
Can you put a gnome coffin in there?
No,
Okay.
we can bury the gnome.
I'll hold on to it. Well, I want to retain the evidence for the murder trial. Along with the trap. Yeah, I'll put the trap in there as well. and I've written down my account as first-hand evidence of the murder.
Well, when I come back and catch up with you again, I'll say, well, do you want to go back to the collection?
Yeah, it'd be good at that, and we can, and yeah, if I can send a message just in case I'm the next victim to Duke Karameikos or whatever his name is.
Duke Karameikos is in charge of this land.
Alright, so I assume that there's an open bounty on pirates.
There is.
There you go.
So there was a third secret door that I hadn't looked at.
Part of the reward is you get to pull the lever.
I don't really need the reward. I just want to remove a threat from the duchy.
Yes, there was a third secret door that I noticed.
There was, but there was also a door in this room that you can go through.
I'm assuming the party did at least find that door.
So
there.
to describe the door to you.
Yeah.
Because that was where you
Yeah, that was the
were.
alchemist. Oh, there was is the library actually next door to the alchemist lab?
The alchemist, the library is over here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But when I
Oh,
described
okay, the secret door is
I also described the door in that room.
Right, okay, yes.
So, from what you can see, that was... He saw these secret doors and that secret door. He went in that one before the barrels, went in this one before the jars, and I did describe that there was a door in the middle of the room when he was looking in.
Cool.
But he forgot about.
Well, but it says, and while I was doing the had the decoration open, I wanted to go and get to the library that was there. So, out of curiosity, did I see the other secret doors? I went past it on the way to the library.
There was no other secret door on the way to the library besides the one you already saw.
No, it looked like, because the library, you've got to go around a...
You've got to go around here?
Yeah, I thought that looked like a secret door just on the left-hand side of the page as you went past, but it's a normal door.
Yeah.
So yes, okay, then I will go to the secret door and end up in the same room that I could have gone from the other door.
You do. So that is... After everyone, finishes what they're doing with the nobody and the jars, how many more jars do you go through?
I went through all 20.
Yep.
I gave you them.
And stocked up your component pouch as appropriate.
Yeah.
And you find yourself
And then enjoyed the ale.
in a 50 by 30 foot chamber, several large wooden tables, and a single heavy stone table. Dominating the room is a large human skeleton suspended from the ceiling in the northeast corner of the laboratory. A sunken fire pit, blackened and cold, is noticeable as the centerpiece of the room.
And the skeleton hanging above the fire pit? Or
Skeleton hanging off to the side.
What kind of business is it? Should be an alligator. It's not a human skeleton.
And the person hanging appears to be Norse in origin.
Okay, so it's a you said skeleton.
Skeleton.
So I can recognise Northman, bony bone
Characteristic.
structure and heavy type. Okay,
Because you're a wizard.
so it's not an alligator.
I'm
and
watching the
no one else-
master at work.
No one else in the room.
Doesn't appear to be anything else in the room.
Okay.
I mean, I'm only half as good as him. My perception's 9, his is 18.
Does it appear to be a is there like a summoning circle or anything like that around the fire pit or anything?
On one of the
Learning
walls
from the
is a
master.
stretched leather skin with magical writings on it.
What kind of leather?
Horse.
Morse.
Horse?
Can I interpret the runes?
Give me an Arcana check.
Would you like some help?
Arcana.
Have I wandered
15.
into this room by this point?
Yep. Everyone else should have wandered into the room by that point.
I lay on a table.
Okay, that they have these nice little straps handy, and
fall off.
I leave the straps
and
on
there's
my neck.
and this nice little blood channel for when you cutting the things is being on there, so it fits perfectly, so you won't get soaked while you're laying in your own blood.
I'm just lying about. I don't need straps. I've had a lot of potato.
And what do you get?
15.
15. Okay, that is the perfect number. So, what you see there is it says, "What mysterious happenings have their birth here? Only the greatest feats of wizardry for which every element of earth, water, and sky is but a tool. And most of it is in runic.
So you understood that with Arcana. Would you like me to write it down?
Linguist.
Right. Is there spare in the book that the gnome had? Is it okay to write in that, or is it in? Okay, just checking.
And don't write on the paper.
I don't want to make a wizard faux pas.
Don't write on the papers you found in there either.
Roger.
Even if they're blank.
No, that's the name of one of the guys here, Roger.
Roger.
Not Roger,
Rothgar.
Roger.
Is Rogar the one that hasn't accidentally died yet?
Sorry.
Rogar's not a
the
gnome.
two heroes have disappeared.
Yeah, they're the.
One's Rogar and one of them is
Rogar.
Zalgar. Zalgar.
Zalaga. We're assuming one of them's a vampire, or both.
No, because you're thinking of.
I thought you were talking about the gnome brothers, weren't you? Was it-
No,
Rogar, not
there's
Rothgar.
two heroes.
Sorry, yes,
Yeah,
it was Rothgar, not right, yes.
I did have to search.
Rogar and Malagar were the ones who actually built the
Zalagar.
I did find some notes about another gnome, but I don't remember killing him. But, yeah.
It was Bradshaw who killed him.
Right.
With the help of Rotius.
Probably when you weren't
Right.
there, which is why you didn't need to note down the murder.
Right. Okay. It was at the end of one session, so it might have been the next session I missed it. Yeah.
It was the first session you came into the dungeon.
Right.
We had Ariadne helping you.
But we don't know whether the gnome in the library, well, I'm guessing you probably don't know whether the gnome in the library was Hrothgar or Mothgar.
No, you
No.
don't.
I did have a description.
Probably didn't get talked to him.
Yeah, and amusingly, the description is identical to the other guy.
To Hrothgar.
Because they were
Gnome in a
triplets.
green. He was in a green robe reading a book.
But he wasn't as pretty as Hrothgar.
Is that as far as you
Not
guys
as-
got and then
not
we
as
stabbed him?
splendiferous.
Well, he started talking to them and then they stabbed him.
I don't remember that, but it obviously wasn't as traumatic as this last murder. So,
It wasn't a murder. He slipped.
it's not the way I've written it.
Why have you suddenly gone into like detective mode?
Because he knows what happens to people who murder Hobo.
Well, I mean,
They murder?
there was a rule about not having evil characters.
Yes.
Well, he didn't intend to kill him.
I didn't mean to kill him.
I think it's a little bit like superhero games where you have to be careful what you do or you kill innocent civilians.
I would probably call that reckless negligence.
Well,
Maybe manslaughter.
I guess it's not for me to decide, so I'll report it, and then it's up to the authority.
This one was not the okay, he's a gnome, let's kill him. Instead of this one, it was like I set a trap. I'll push him into said trap, and the guy rolled terribly and went snap into the trap.
As I said, I don't know. I'm happy to agree that my character has different moods, and whatever happened last time, I completely blanked, and this one was quite affecting.
Well, it was he had promised to teach you magic right before he was killed.
I did feel some sort of attachment. I mean, I know lots of other wizards who haven't offered to teach me.
Yeah, I was just going to say, he needed more of that attachment stuff, I think.
Well, his head is really attached to his body quite well with the spiky.
I know, right? I feel like I made him better. I didn't hurt
I
him.
mean, in my notes, I've noted that it's post-mortem. When I say my notes, I'm writing on it on the box with chalk, because no one's letting me have any paper.
No, we don't let you have any pens. We'll give you a pencil.
And someone's never got graphite.
I do have graphite, and I need that.
I've got chalk, it's cool.
For graphite reasons.
I give you a single piece of dried apple so you can write on it.
It's okay.
Okay, so yes, where would you like to go now?
If you would like some paper, I can offer you some paper.
Yeah,
There is a wooden coffin in here.
I think as a 7th level character, I know how to
There is a wooden
write.
coffin in here.
Can I open the coffin?
Yeah, you can open the coffin.
I
Don't
open the
cast
coffin.
disintegrate this week.
Not my coffin. Not
No, there's a
Hrothgar's.
coffin in this room.
In the necromancer's laboratory.
Oh, you can't go wrong then.
Okay,
I guess we were due for a
it
fight.
creaks open.
Okay, what's inside?
Did I mention the 10 steaks I made?
Is there like pillows and...
No.
Is there dirt?
No. It's sitting up
Is
against
there
the
a
wall.
vampire?
There's no vampire there.
Is it-
There's nothing in there.
what
but
size-
you could quite easily stuff nasty in there if you wish to.
What size? Oh, so it's bigger than a gnome coffin.
It is a medium-sized coffin.
Right.
Why did Dracula refuse to go to the committee meeting? refuse to engage with stakeholders.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Can we put her in the coffin?
Yep. I might skip past disintegrating the coffin and just disintegrate you. I can do it at least 3 times.
Vampires can go invisible, right?
Sure.
I stabbed the box.
You stab the box.
Yeah, just in case someone's like invisible.
Yeah,
Give me an attack roll.
No, I have a rapier.
Why did you just stab the box? You've got your dispel invisibility.
I pull out some flour and... But I have to do it like this?
Yeah, flower bait.
Yep. Like that.
Okay. You throw flour into the room. Everyone is now covered in flour.
No, I was throwing flour into the coffin.
Into the coffin?
Yeah.
Okay, you throw a bag of flour into the coffin,
Just
it
a
hits the
handful.
back, and just falls.
Pick it up, little boy.
But your bag successfully landed in the coffin.
And it didn't hit anyone. So,
Not in there.
dispel invisibility.
That doesn't mean he's not in here though.
So the fire PT is long cold.
It is long cold. Doesn't look like it's been used in a long time.
I'll just,
There are 2 kegs against the north wall.
I will shift through the ashes a bit and just make sure that there's nothing being left behind.
And they are both got ale in them.
I
Same
groan
kind
and
of
just
ale?
turn away.
Same kind of ale.
They look like they're an older vintage.
I would
But
fill
they might
up
have,
the
but they
flask
might have
with
been,
that.
but they might have been cracked in here, which makes it a bit vinegar by now.
So you crack it open and it seems to have aged perfectly. Very smooth.
I'm
Ingrid?
going to take a flask of that.
Probably only be viable for another few days once it's now cracked open. But in your flask it should last a while.
Okay, I'll say that we can be here for a few days, at least a few weeks, to read through all the books.
If you're not too drunk.
There's 2 days worth of booze for me.
And there are 3 more containers sitting up on one of the shelves nearby.
What sort of containers? Like barrels?
How large containers?
The glass containers from the previous room.
Oh, okay.
Oh, like
More component
jars.
type options.
Cool. I will look at
Anything
them.
in particular?
One of them has a more seems to have animal crap in it, but this one seems to be more brimstoney.
Ooh, elemental crap.
Have you found the back one? That's the important one.
One of them seems to have crushed quartz in it.
Yep.
And the last one seems to be full of a strange white powder.
What's it taste like?
Cocaine.
It has no
Tastes like
smell.
bone.
Tastes like bone.
Yeah.
It has no smell.
So she keeps it, giving herself it every day.
A
She'll
little
become
bit.
immune to it.
Just rub a little bit in the gums.
Yes.
Sometimes tasting.
Thank you.
Fastest
So
way.
yeah, so Dimitri will likewise take the opportunity to restock his component pouch
Yep.
from the Alchemist lab and
Yeah.
Necromancer's lab.
Can I
I've
just watch?
basically
Can I?
grabbed all the jars.
I've got a belt pouch. I want to mimic what.
I've basically
The
grabbed
wizard's
all the
doing.
jars, and now that we've gone through these rooms, I'll just lay them all out on the floor, and I'm taking a little bit from each and putting in, stocking up my component pouch with everything.
Yep.
And
And the barbarian's doing the same thing.
Try.
yes, but the cat in the jar is put away on a high shelf for the present time to be looked at later.
My belt pouch doesn't have different sections, so it's just
All
a
part
pinch
of
of
it,
this
yeah.
and
Get
that.
mixed in together.
Eventually you just go, oh, I need to cook something. Oh, I've got some spices.
And there's a gunpowder in there.
I need to cast a spell. That had the effect.
No, my seasoning is separate.
Yeah, it's not separate for him though.
Very fireball.
Okay, so Jeremy, you've sort of got understanding of what you've been
Where we
going.
go through
So
there.
you've done these areas.
Yep.
You now know where that is.
Yep.
You haven't really gone that way
Did the
yourself.
party not go through there as well? Or
The party has described going through here.
Yep.
Not going through any of this area here. Going through all those. That's where they found the mimic.
Right.
The carpet that tried to eat them.
Yep.
And they haven't really been through all this side
Man, I
down
thought you
here.
said you'd done the whole floor there. So okay, we will go and check out the corridors up beside the library to the
Well, to the
top left of the library.
They've done those ones, but I haven't gone down there.
Oh, okay,
But,
yes, which we've also got past because we were going through the other corridor. Yep, okay, yep. We'll go down to the far left of the area then first of all.
So lots and lots of walking to get there.
I rolled 11 for my drinkedness before, so
Yeah.
will I need to roll again? To
Sure.
sober up a bit?
Let's see if you sober up or get worse.
Is that purple one mine or yours?
I think it's yours.
It's just trying to mimic the others so you can't find it again. So the way of getting rid of your alcohol is you try some more.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Apparently with that dice roll.
Yeah, so,
Well, you found the really good stuff, so.
yeah. So I've drunk some more. And,
And apparently you don't really know what you're looking at.
That'll hold off the hangover.
Everything's doubled.
yeah.
There are two of everyone.
See, I always drink with a little less abandon than that. I always just drink so I'm not quite as tipsy.
So whenever you're trying to do something requiring sight, you're at disadvantage.
That's cool.
Great to be drunk. So the first door you come to is in the passageway.
Okay.
And
Take a listen, 17.
you can hear a whistling sound.
As in wind whistling through a hole or
Possibly.
someone whistling a tune? We
Well,
found
that-
vodka.
Doesn't seem to be a tune. It seems to be whistling.
Okay. Is the door locked, trapped? Natural 20.
Doesn't appear to be trapped, but it is locked.
Okay. I'll attempt to lock the door. Yeah. That means either someone on the inside has locked it or it's landed in the trees. So 21 to pick the lock.
Okay, you managed to pick the lock quite successfully.
And I will push the door open a little bit just to sneak in, a peek in.
Looking inside, the air feels cooler in this room. Not as stale as most of the other place. A faint, almost haunting whistling can be heard. There's a 30 by 20 foot room that is mostly barren, save for an assortment of tools and iron hanging on the wall, and a thick coat of dust. Off the main room to the northeast is another 20 by 20 foot area complete with 3 fire pits and a massive anvil.
So the blacksmith's forge is cold.
Yep. And you can see a door to another room at the far end.
I will go through and
And there's also a door next to you when you check in. So,
okay, well, I'll
looking in,
Yep.
you've got the room here, there's an anvil
Yep.
at the back, there's a door there, and there's a door there. So you got in through that door there.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So there was a door, there was a door to a different room in the corridor.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's also the door in this room going on. So I will continue into the room we're in, or I'm in, and
Yep.
look at the door on the other side.
Okay. It doesn't seem to be. It doesn't seem to be trapped.
Okay. I can't hear anything on the other side.
You do not hear anything on the other side either.
Is it locked?
It is not locked.
Okay. I will open the door.
Okay. In the corner of the room, along the wall, are a section of various log sections of various sizes stacked in a pile. A similar door is across from you, and there's a large hole in the floor about 3 feet across.
say log section
log sections of
Like
log
firewood?
that like firewood.
for the forge,
Yep.
and a hole in the ground.
Yep, and there's a large iron ring anchored in the wall near the hole.
I will have a see if I can peer down the hole. And is it a well or is it a?
You do not see how far it goes
A
down.
void into the darkness. I can sprinkle some magical powder in there and see what happens.
You got some magical powder?
Yeah, from my component pouch.
Yep. You sprinkle it in, it just drops and
And-
disappears.
No. There's some shiny stars appears next to it.
You make it.
Oh, with the wand that shoots stars.
Okay, so as you drop that, I'll give you a sleight of hand.
Deception roll or sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand, yeah.
Alright. We got
10.
my perception is 8.
So yes, as you drop your using your magic spell with your
Yep.
newfound power, you see sparkles of light go with your powder as it trickles down, but don't seem to light anything up.
Alright, the soul of Hrothgar. Be at peace.
Can I
Maybe you need to eat him to get his power.
I don't think
Just like the tiger tribe do.
I don't think that occurs to me. I mean, I met some perfectly nice tiger people in the gladiatorial pits, but I don't think that really occurs to me.
Did you have the light spell? Light hand?
can I take my hook
Yes.
hand
Yep.
and I want to click
Try
this
and
this
cast
way
a
and
light
click it that
cantrip
way,
down the
Yep.
well
and then
to
pull it off,
Yes.
and it looks like a hook,
Yeah.
and then tie my
cast
rope to
onto
it, and then I just like to
stone
throw it
or
down.
or something,
I've got a
yeah.
50-foot
Yeah.
rope, and I want to see if it hits ground before 50 feet.
Okay.
I'm going to cast light on a stone or a bit of wood or
How about a hook?
something.
I've just thrown my hook down.
Throw you down.
No, it's not dangerous.
I'm
It's
going
not
to
a
drop it
weapon.
down the hole.
You're dropping it. What are you dropping down there?
Like a bit of stone
an object with
or
a light spell on it.
yeah, and
Yep.
I'm going to put a light spell on
Okay,
it.
so as you drop it down the hole, casting the spell, you see that there's this halfling hand, or not a halfling. Is it halfling-sized hand, or a
No,
human-sized
it's
hand, or a
human-sized
hook?
hand. Oh, it's a hook
It's a
hand.
hook.
Well, hey, you twist it around, and it changes into different things every time you do that.
Yeah. It goes down.
Okay, so you see this little hand falling down. That looks like a hook,
Does it hit anything?
and then it hits the ground about 30 feet down,
Awesome.
and someone steps on it and grabs the rope,
Shit.
and looks up at you and just yanks.
I'm holding the rope. It's not attached to me per se, so I could let go, could I not?
Do you let go?
Yes. Do you have time to let go in your inebriated state?
No, I try and hold on to it. That's a good
Okay,
point.
so
Strength?
strength check. Noting that my dice is flashing.
Yeah.
Can I assist?
To push or...
Can I get assistance?
Are you going to assist to push or pull?
I'll decide once I roll.
Well, so I've just seen.
Okay, we put the light
You've just
spell
seen you've seen the hand go flying down, land next to your light spell landing next to it, and then you see something reptilian step on the hand and grab the rope and just yank.
Small, like kobold reptilian.
Bigger, medium sized.
Ah,
It's that alligator.
So,
Meaner, more teeth.
What'd you get?
I got 12, but do I get
Okay.
assistance?
have I come across this thing before?
Probably wouldn't be able to react.
Intelligence check.
Fuck you. Fuck the man.
How far down was it?
19.
30
It's a
feet.
troglodyte.
So I'm going to be like, shit.
No.
And
troglodytes.
you go troglodyte as you watch Narcy go flying over the edge and falling
Can
down.
I do a reflex to try and to catch him?
Are you thinking what
The
I'm thinking?
troglodyte stink.
Um,
Earlier editions.
Because I'm just jumping down.
So
Can I
it
try and,
stinks.
can I try and catch him?
I can
You
run
could give
down.
me a reflex save.
I'd try and catch you.
You do the rundown.
Dexterity check.
I don't know how big, how wide is the pit?
I'm also not strong enough to catch you anyway. Like,
Yeah.
13.
Big enough for an idiot to fall down.
Okay, well I guess I can run down it.
So what was your roll on your strength?
12.
Okay, so you can grab onto him if you like, but you think you might be going over with him.
Great.
You're basically overbalancing on the edge. Do
Yeah.
you hold on or do you let him go?
No, I'll hold on.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll go with him.
You'll have a soft landing.
What are you grabbing? My arm, my leg?
Probably the back of your
No,
shirt.
I was trying to grab the back of your shirt.
Okay.
So yes, you're going down face first, with a little miss on top of you, riding you down.
Okay.
So you get to roll 3d6.
Can I borrow yours?
But before we
Yeah,
went over
sure.
the edge, I did shout out, shit, troglodytes. So,
Yep.
Fuck yes.
10.
Then okay,
smell.
so you take 10 points of damage, and little miss takes 5.
Yeah.
You provided some cushioning for her.
Do I need to roll some sort of strength togetherness check for other things?
That's up to you. You've seen me falling to pieces?
Would 11 fail that, do you reckon?
Possibly at this stage, yes.
My legs fall off.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Apparently you cut him in half.
What do you mean get fall off?
I'm halfling
Oh.
on stilts. My legs fall
Yeah.
off.
I know this because I'm from his ship.
So
This does
I
not
know this out
surprise
of
me.
character, and I've been waiting for it for so
so
long.
you broke his legs.
My legs
No,
came
I
off.
know that he.
I know.
is.
You know what legs you've broken. You've broken his legs.
Yeah. Oh my!
They
Actually,
they
yeah.
break your fall.
Yeah, they my legs came off. I squeal. I'm a lot more high pitched than normal.
And you're basically prone right in front of a troglodyte.
With little miss on top of you, holding you down.
Could I hope that my legs are closer to the troglodyte than me? So
Nope.
I yell out.
You're basically faces right next to it.
Yep.
So at this
Guessing
stage,
initiative?
Initiative
before
roll.
that, they get to make a Constitution saving throw.
Because I told you it stinks.
Light.
23.
23, you're good.
Is this against poison?
No, it's not poisonous.
Okay.
It
It
just smells bad.
bad.
Okay. Yeah, 5.
So you vomit because you're already drunk
Yeah.
and you're sick anyway.
Yeah, I'm
So-
drunk as a skunk.
So you have the effect of being poisoned without actually being poisoned. It's that horrid smelling.
So you've got the modifiers based on being poisoned.
So because I've got stout resilience, would that mean that I have any protection against that?
Well, it's not giving you damage. It's just treating you as if you're
What's the
poisoned.
effect you've got?
Stout resilience. I have advantage on saving throws against poison. I have resistance against poison damage.
It's not poison
You might
damage.
get
Yeah,
same effects as
damage.
poison, it's not actually poison.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm
But I guess you drank a lot then.
And there's flasks built into my leg. That's why I have so many flasks when I'm sloshing.
Okay.
Poison
Give me
carry-
a roll for each of your flasks, and on a odd, the flask breaks.
And explodes.
Well, is it flammable?
Only if you throw flame on it after you've set alcohol all over your wooden legs.
Just okay. So far, out of what's that? 8 rolls,
Guys,
7
I've
are
got an
broke.
idea to roast the troglodytes.
I have 3 flasks
You
left
have-
out of 12,
It was an expensive fall.
and I'm covered in 9 flasks worth of ale. And then, however much I vomited on impact.
And poison gives you the effect
I'd say
of
I'm also covered in
disadvantage
ale at
on
this
attack
point.
rolls.
No, you're not, because it's all under you. You're on top of him.
Yeah, but
Shattered all around.
You probably get a little bit damp on you, but no, you're
You-
not
you-
seriously.
yeah. You're not completely covered. If you're underneath him, then yes, you would be covered.
yeah.
Good catch.
Better than yesterday.
I mean this the nicest possible way, but if it eats me and it actually kills me, throw a match.
Thanks.
Seriously, you'll be okay.
Okay, so could everyone give me an initiative roll, please?
Can I ever?
Yeah, now I get it.
But do initiative roll count as ability checks? Because you get disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls.
It is an ability check.
23.
So with disadvantage.
Oh,
Sorry, I should take this.
oh, 5.
You get a 5.
I got a 5.
18.
So 18 for Playman and 5 for Nasty.
13 for Dimitri.
13 for Dimitri. What about Little Miss?
I got 8.
What about Raya? 15.
Do we want to do a roll
Okay,
for...
so he said he was checking to see if there's room to climb down, but a run down thing. He rolled a 19.
He has
which I'm
advantage.
guessing is probably his
What's
Is
his initiative?
initiative
Does it say?
modifiers.
He has advantage.
Puts him first anyway.
He hasn't written it.
Can it beat my 19?
His
Okay.
dex has got to at least be a +1, so
Okay,
he'd be sitting
he'll be
around
first
40.
anyway, so he starts running down the.
Well,
or we
he,
can delay.
he actually can't start running down because I asked him specifically, did he feed his slippers in the morning when he had his long rest?
And he said no.
He
Yes.
said no. Although I know to ask you about the sides of the wall to actually run down, so he might be about to go. Oh!
He did say that he was going to run down. I'm very much looking forward to it.
So we'll go
You can
do
delay
play.
for
We'll, go,
5
we'll do
minutes.
play min, and he's just delaying it all. Then. So what would you like to do? Jump down?
I'm going to rage first.
Yep.
Second of all, I sure hope that you guys are off centre somewhere because I am definitely jumping down.
How wide's the
Give
pit?
me a perception roll.
There is light down there too.
Yep. There is
Yes.
a perception.
How wide's the pit is what it says.
15.
It's a fairly big room down below.
Yeah, but
16.
how deep was the
Sorry.
well that means you can't really necessarily...
Do you get,
It was a 30-foot
drop.
drop.
Yeah.
At
But
least
was that-
16.
But was that a well like a 5 foot wide all the way down, or was it opened out immediately?
Yeah, how...
It fell into.
Oh, no, 19.
It's about a 20-foot by 20-foot room.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And-
what he's asking is the opening of the well
Was
at
only
the
like
top
5 feet wide.
About
was
5 foot
only
wide.
5
So,
foot.
but if
So
he's going to
he-
jump down to try and avoid the people directly underneath it,
That's not going to
how
work.
wide's the tunnel, or how long's the tunnel, I should
It's
say?
about 30 feet down, so.
So the 20
So
foot
the-
by 20 foot
so the tunnel
room
probably at
doesn't
least-
start until 30 feet down.
No, well, probably even at least 10 foot. So
Probably slope down towards it. So
Okay.
so you're
I'm
not
going to try.
You're not going to avoid the people at the bottom very easily.
Oh,
Okay, so
that sounds like a them
You
problem.
could potentially try and land on the top of that.
what was your perception
That's a
roll?
preference.
19.
You can see that there are a bunch of them near the entrance to the room.
A bunch of troglodytes.
Yep. There's more than one.
Then I'm definitely going down.
And try and land on a troglodyte instead.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'm definitely trying. Actually, you know what?
give me an acrobatics roll.
No, I won't try and be that
Can we
tricky.
get
I can
we
do
get
that.
a reaction
I get
of
advantage
getting
on
out of the way?
strength-based things. don't I?
No,
Do you?
because you basically came down with thumb, and then everyone says, "Let's join them," and jumped.
Advantage on strength checks. Yes. What did you say? Acrobatics?
Yep.
That's not a strength. That's a
Not?
dexterity. I was hoping for athletics. 10.
10. Okay, so you land on either nasty or miss.
I'll
So
definitely choose
pick
nasty.
Well, I'm
a.
on top of nasty.
I know, but
So.
Nasty, definitely.
so give me a odd for nasty, even for miss.
Odd.
Okay, you land on some wooden legs.
I was going to say, yes, do you land on the legs or do you land on the head?
Yeah.
Hearing some more cracking.
Yep.
Apparently you got one of the flasks.
Next
you-
time they get another flask.
Yep.
And your feet are completely soaked.
Do I need some damage as well?
Roll 2d6 because you controlled your landing.
6.
You take 6 points of damage.
3. Yay.
Rage is good. And you still have your action to
Your
go.
action now. don't you?
Because movement is not an action in
Am
this
I
version.
within range?
You are within range of one of them, and now you've got to make a Constitution saving throw.
No.
You are now poisoned.
Cool. What's the effect?
Poisoned.
Effectively disadvantage on attacks and ability checks.
It is the effect of poison.
Yeah, no,
If you
I
take
wasn't
checks,
sure if it
it'll
was the
be-
same thing or if you meant he was
checks
actually
around.
poisoned now.
It's the effect of poison.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just in time for you to attack.
Yeah, cool. Awesome.
And by the way, that is what they look like.
Left or right?
Yeah.
Left. Cool. I only get one attack, don't I? Or do I get 2 attacks?
You've got your full attack action.
Which is your normal number of attacks for your
Cool.
character.
Gotcha.
So if your character says 2 attacks, you have 2 attacks.
Okay.
Like a barbarian fighter type thing, I would think you would get 2 attacks by 7th level.
13 to hit.
13 is a hit.
Fantastic. And 15 to hit.
15 also hits.
Okay. Well, that was fantastic. Give me 2 seconds. Yep. Just gonna go left to right. 2, 6, 11, 13, 20 damage and 11 damage and 25 damage. 36 damage.
Okay, so he goes down.
Cool.
And then it is his follows go.
Please don't let that light go out.
Oh, it's concentration, isn't it? Just
Please don't let that light go out.
Yeah, it's not concentration,
No.
so it'll just stay there.
Good.
Okay, so
Please don't let that light fall under
it'll,
anything.
it'll disappear if you cast it again.
Yeah, if I cast it again on something.
Just don't let it get covered.
You mean like your nail?
and
No, that's fine.
6 of them close in on you.
Cool.
6 of them.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, some of them might go for them.
16 is the
Well,
number
he's
you're
the standing
looking
one, and he just killed one of them.
for. 16 is the number you're looking for.
Yep. Okay, so the bite is going to be the blue one. Okay, so apparently a crit on the bite.
Great.
Ouch.
And what was the target number?
16.
So,
And it easily hit on one of the claws. Alright, there is my D4. And okay, so the bite does 8 damage on a crit.
Yeah.
And the claw does 6 damage.
8 and 6.
Yep.
14, thank you.
And now the second one attacks you. So you said it was a 15 target number? 16? Okay, lowest they got was 16.
Right.
So, bite of 6. 6 piercing, then 4 slashing, and then 6 slashing. And then the third one attacks you. Okay, another crit.
Great.
And so a bite of
technically you were first,
10?
but you delayed.
No worries.
and
I hadn't
a
rolled initiative.
claw of
You rolled 4, you rolled 19.
of 3. So
Round down.
round down.
Then he tried to
Round
roll
down.
damage.
Yep.
Didn't help. Thank you.
Fourth one.
Yes,
Apparently he double fumbled.
Cool.
And he trips over the all the liquid on the floor and falls prone.
Cool. He's going to be the first to die.
And now we're up to number 6, I believe.
Well, second.
Okay, so he's so distracted by the guy falling over, he is completely ineffectual.
I'm happy to hear that.
Okay, so now we're back to Chum. Chum is going to go down the hole.
I'll drip some blood onto my slippers.
So you spend an action doing that?
If that costs
It
an
is
action.
an action, yes.
And then
Alright.
And
It could have been
we were hoping you'd forget and just try and walk down.
There were bets given on that one.
Okay. So I'll lose a hit point for that.
Yep.
Um,
Am I able to move? Sorry, it's not my turn. Never mind. Sorry.
It was their turn.
Yeah, I was just trying to get out of the way of.
Well, it shouldn't matter to him because he can run down the wall. He doesn't have to jump off and run into people.
Yeah.
He's running down the
How
wall.
far can you
standing on
move?
the ceiling.
how far is it down to the fight?
About 30 feet.
Okay, well I can, as a barbarian, I can run 40 feet.
Yeah, you have no problems
Might have
running
landed
down
on
to the
them.
fight. The
Yeah.
room's rather packed
And
with
you've
troglodytes and
lost-
people.
You've lost another flask.
Sorry, I didn't know.
He fell on it.
I'm not. I did.
But that will be the least of your problems.
However, I did kill a troglodyte and take 6 attacks
Oh, no,
Six other
six
troglodytes
other troglodyte
attacking.
attacks.
instead of you.
I wasn't sure.
Cool.
Each of
Alright.
which were attacking at least 2, maybe 3 times.
I managed to get 3 crits on him.
I took 24 damage.
Okay. So have they attacked the rest of the party?
No, just him.
Oh, well, attacked him.
You
So-
Rage,
Right, he
didn't
jumped
you?
down and he killed one and then they
You
attacked
rage.
him.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll rage,
50 damage.
and I'll use the turtle rage, which helps me
that's
against
after.
flanking.
Yeah.
Yep.
And rush down there,
Try-
and
try to do.
None of them
Actually,
were
I'm
using
Do it again,
flanking.
though.
Actually get in position.
I don't know.
what's that, sorry?
Actually get in
I did
position.
land.
Because obviously your action was blooding your boots. And then you got your move.
one of
Yeah,
the
so
creatures.
yeah, blowing the boots, using a bonus action to go into rage, and then running down there.
And your slippers feel so happy with you right now.
Until they get drunk. If you stand on the floor.
Okay.
And then you notice the floor is absolutely caked with alcohol.
It's like the floor
Yeah,
is
you might
lava
be able to
around
see
the
it.
awesome.
Is that normally important to my boots?
No, if they drink
I
blood,
thought
they
it was
might
blood.
drink alcohol.
Technically, they could
The boots get
walk on top
drunk.
of it.
Exactly, that's what I
can't
mean. You can really see what happens if
Um,
you know what happens if you drip blood on them. What happens if you give them alcohol?
The ring of water walking would allow me to
Oh,
walk on
yeah.
that, without slipping over, I guess.
That is true. Okay, so you make it down to the
But if you
others.
slip it's because they really want to drink.
And what would Raya like to do?
Well, I'm assuming we have to climb down this well thing first.
You don't have to. You could always do the jump of leap of
No.
faith like the other guy
No,
did.
I'd like to think my IQ is higher than that. I will jump. Not jump. I will.
I thought the choice of word was amusing.
Yes.
I thought my IQ was higher than that. Jump!
Apparently my words are not working today. Apparently Raya's IQ is apparently higher than mine. Yes, I would like to use a rope to climb down, please. I'm trying to.
How would you like to use the rope?
Is there any way I can maybe attach it to?
There was some
There
metal
are a
hoop.
whole bunch
There's a,
of
there's a,
There's
there's
an iron ring.
iron loop.
iron ring in the wall.
In the wall.
There's a ring in the wall to actually,
Okay, I'll try and attach that to
which
the wall. then.
presumably no one's actually tested it, but it's likely to be solid.
You have no problems tying it.
Okay, and then I'll throw the rope down and try and climb down slowly.
Yep. How long's your rope?
I think it's 50?
Which is good
50
because then we'll make it down.
Yeah, 50 feet. Yeah, I'm going to take my time, I'm not going to rush it.
Okay. So you tie the rope properly so you're not going to undo halfway down,
Mm-hmm.
and you make it to the bottom.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's your action.
That's fine.
Dimitri, there's a nice rope there, done handy for you.
I suppose you should put it down there, but can I see any of the troglodytes from...
You can see all the troglodytes.
Okay.
There are 6 standing and 1 bloodied.
Okay then.
Well, perforated more than bloodied.
I will go with fireball. Should be effective at the moment.
Yep, it'll be quite effective. There's even flammable material down
That's what
there.
I mean.
David, did you say get forked as you jump?
No.
Lost opportunity.
You could have said use the fork.
We're out of spoons, so.
I'll just go with. We'll start with the firebolt just to see how they go.
Okay, into the liquid.
No. That's right.
You could light the room
I
up.
could, but I'll wait for the.
Isn't it
aim
just
for the
ale?
troglodyte. Yeah, so it's not especially flammable.
200 years old.
It might be good ale, but it might be more alcoholic than
No,
but-
it's... Yeah, not even close.
I know, but someone has petroleum on them.
Yeah, but that's not broken.
I know, it's not broken.
Still concerning.
Especially because you've got another thing of black powder.
No, it's sand. It's not powder.
So you
Sand.
say.
How sure are you?
Fairly.
The GM is very believable.
A solid schmate.
AC 24.
AC 24. That is a hit. You hit one square
I do
on.
apologise.
Or 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Okay, he gets
He's
hurt.
pretty fast.
But the better does give it a
Just going to steal the chair for funsies.
Yeah. Because I tried the other day, I was thinking, I know you can't necessarily anyway.
You take 7 fire damage. Okay, and that's you done? You're not going to go down?
No, I'm happy up here.
You have a nice vantage point. Little miss, you're on the ground. There are all these people around you.
Is standing up an action or a move?
Standing up is half your movement.
Yeah, okay. So I'll stand up.
And you don't provoke unless you leave their arm space.
I miss Pathfinder 2. I want to be able to cast a spell and do an attack action. But you can't do that in 5th ed.
Nope.
Pathfinder 2 is so amazing.
Yeah.
You can, if you have a spell that you can cast with a bonus action, then you
No,
can.
I get that.
Pathfinder 2, you can actually get off 3 spells if you want to.
Provided that they're all one action spells.
Is it
3 action economy.
like previous editions of D&D where wizards are more powerful?
Well, everyone's a lot more powerful.
Everyone's more powerful.
And Charlie Monster.
At first level, every person can have 3 attacks.
You're not going to be very good with the third one.
You still have 3 attacks.
Yeah.
But also, and in fact, because of also the critical fumble and hit success ruling, trying to do 3 attacks at first level with very high chance of critically fumbling.
If you beat the target number by 10, you critically hit. If you miss a target number by 10, you critically fail.
And if you're doing your third attack, you've got -10 on the roll.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
Unless it's an agile weapon, in which case it's -8,
Only
not
-8.
-10.
So I know what these things are. Do I know if they're poison immune?
They are not poison immune.
Right.
They only speak troglodyte.
Yeah, so that's what I know about them.
no, I don't speak troglodyte.
And they dislike sunlight.
Right.
And
Do
they're
I
injured
know
by
if they're
fire.
hardy creatures?
Seem
They
like
are fairly
high
hard.
fort
They are
save.
hardier creature than normal.
I would expect a reasonable fort save.
But they get 3 attacks around each, as you were seeing.
Oh, I see, I couldn't see her. I knew there was at least 2. I couldn't tell what certain was the third. I was pretty certain, like, certainly, as a player, I was thinking, I'm pretty certain they got 2 claws and a bite.
Yep. 2 claws and a bite.
They're
And
very
they use
claw-like
them
in that
all
respect,
on playmen.
which is why I went the fireball, just to be sure.
So they wouldn't regenerate. The only way to be sure.
No, I mean, hey, I'm looking at it from a distance. So,
Yeah.
I mean, she said they're troglodytes and they smell like troglodytes, but they could just be trolls living in a sewer.
They could. Is it a sewer? Oh, because of the smell.
Okay.
Right. I'm going to cast Spectral Scythe.
When does the smell take effect? At the start of your turn?
Well, technically, when you enter their space, so you should have done one on as you moved
Yeah,
down.
because you actually went in there, technically you should do it.
So you
A
do your
constitution
constitution
check.
check.
Oh, should I be doing one?
Yes,
haven't
because you
gone
moved down
yet.
as well.
Yeah,
No,
he hasn't gone down yet.
No,
He
he
put
climbed
the-
down. He
put
tied
the-
the rope and climbed down.
I climbed
Yeah, you
down.
got to the bottom.
I failed.
I
But it's,
thought- I
You're
thought
also
you
considered
actually
poisoned as
set the
well.
rope without getting cast to climb down.
No, I actually
He
climbed
did.
down.
He
Happy
used
with
his
that?
whole action to climb.
Good, mate. Oh,
So that left you the only one at the top.
The one who's got advantage against such saving throws.
That was a constitution.
Yep,
Yeah.
constitution.
That's only a 13.
You're fine. 13 is a good roll. Okay, so yes, you cast your spectral scythe, and what does that do?
So basically, it makes a shadow-like blade appear on the end of my quarterstaff, so that turns my quarterstaff into a
Scythe.
scythe. Yeah. And that lasts for 10 minutes, is not concentration.
Spectral blade, not spectral.
Spectral scythe.
Yeah, so, oh, sorry, yeah, spectral side. I thought you said spectral sight. I thought,
So a lightsaber.
that should be all effective at the moment.
No, a dark saber.
Yeah, it's definitely a dark one. It's
So
not a
not a lightsaber, a dark saber. You
it's
gotta
a
get it
dark
right.
one.
It's the edged one.
The infamous black one.
But is that on the end you tied the whelm to?
She's got one at her side. Okay, so
Do you get to, so yeah, so that's your action.
Yeah, that's my action.
You're moving at all?
I'm
You probably take
worried
AOs
that-
if you did.
yeah, I don't think I want to move too far.
sorry.
But I now have my quarterstaff at the ready.
It is amusing seeing you play for the cat toys.
He keeps throwing them at me.
Well, you shouldn't really antagonize the cat that way.
At least he knows his place.
I'm sitting at the adults table.
I feel like you need to stay
So
there
that
with an
yeah,
angry
so that's
face
your
pointing
action,
at him.
and you move, try to move away, or you just stay there.
No, like I said, I don't want to run
Just
the risk
recreate
of
the cat
being
meme.
hit.
Yeah,
There's too many of them.
there are.
How many
So
are there?
I'm like
Oh, there's
6,
still
7.
There's still
Oh,
6
right,
standing.
6.
And then it is Nasty's go. You've got 2 broken legs. Not your real legs, but your fake legs are both broken.
As a small free action, can I quickly lick the floor? Just for a bit of courage.
Sure.
Alright.
Give me a dexterity roll.
Courage. Interesting.
A 1. You're
So-
gonna keep
so
that 1?
You've got disadvantage on it.
You can.
Yeah, unfortunately, he has disadvantage, so he would basically have to roll twice and take the worst.
Still
Because he's
alive.
poisoned. So, you lick up some glass.
Yep,
I
cool.
don't know how you didn't foresee that, honestly.
Pretty strong.
Very true. So this alcohol here has this very iron taste to it.
How much?
Very irony.
I don't know how much damage.
Very hard to talk now.
Okay. I'm prone.
You're prone.
Is there someone still on top of me?
No,
Okay.
they got off.
Thank you.
And the next person landed on your leg.
On top of you or your legs?
No, I was on top
My
of
legs,
him.
my legs are no longer attached.
No, that's right. But,
Yeah.
So he landed on your legs.
I would like to stand up.
Yep.
And what's
You're only
a-
half your height.
I know. What's around me?
There are a lot of troglodytes. It
Six
smells
of
bad.
There are 6 standing troglodytes.
I would like
Tower
to attack the one closest to me with my rapiers of rapiering.
Okay, you have disadvantage on your attack rolls because you're poisoned.
That's cool. Now I have combat superiority and I can use something called sweeping attack.
Yep.
Should I announce that now?
Sure.
Okay, I would like to use that if I hit the first person,
Yep.
I can roll a. Yeah, if I hit the first person, then the D8 that I roll is the damage that the second one takes. So
Without your modifier, your ability
yeah,
modifier.
it's just D8.
Can I bend luck?
Which does?
When another creature you can see, being him, makes an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, I can use my reaction to spend 2 sorcery points and roll a d4 and apply that number as a bonus or penalty.
Sure.
Yep, go for it.
I can do that after they roll, but before any effects of the roll occur.
Okay,
Yep.
so wait for him to roll disadvantage and find out
Yeah.
how bad it's going to be before you think about it.
Actually,
I think he's doing quite well with disadvantage. That drunkenness and
He's a
eating
drunken
glass seems to
master.
help.
my lowest is 19.
Yep.
My
You
I-
hit.
May not be needed to get luck.
Yeah.
I ran a D&D game for a few of the family, but my uncle, because he used to have an addiction issue, he really hates alcohol. So my daughter made the mistake of playing a drunken master monk, and then when there was a moment when all the characters get together in a hall to have a beer, and my cousin, who's only about 12, made a point of saying, I pushed the drink away because he's been well trained by his dad.
Yep.
Nice.
It's pretty cringeworthy. And then my philosophy PhD cousin went all Abu Ghraib on an orc prisoner. It was great to watch.
So
Cutlass.
that's 8 for first damage.
Yep.
Now I have 2 rapiers. So does that mean I get 2 swipes in the one attack?
Even though you get to use a bonus action.
Yeah, I get really confused.
Is a rapier a light weapon? If it's not a light weapon and you aren't a
Do you have?
fighter,
Are you a dual?
fighter?
I'm a fighter, dual wield. Yeah.
And you can use the rapier
Does he have
as a
the-
bonus action.
Yeah.
But
Does
it's
he
your
have the
bonus
feet?
action to do so.
Yes.
Do you have the dual wielder feet?
Yes.
Then yeah, he can have the
The same weapon length.
it's not a light weapon, but it's a finesse weapon.
Yes.
So he can use dexterity, and if he's got the dual wielder feet, then he can hold weapons of that size.
It's not finesse that allows you to have the second attack, it's light. The
Yeah,
two
normally
weapons.
it's light
Except
for the
if
two.
you've got the feet.
With the
Yeah.
dual wielder feet, they can be 2 weapons of the same size.
Yeah.
Cool. So what I essentially get is 2 attacks and then a third attack, which is the bonus one for the second weapon.
Yeah.
Mm,
Like you-
no, you don't get a. You're using the second attack as a bonus action unless you've got 2 attacks normally.
I do
Yeah,
have 2
so-
attacks.
so-
on.
so-
Then
so
yes, you
typical
get a
fighter,
three.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
cool.
2 attacks on.
So that's 8 damage,
Okay.
but then the second kobold next to it,
The sweep, does that get rid? Does that use up another attack?
no, it just uses a superiority dice. I get 5 of them. So when you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, you can expend a superiority die to attempt to damage another creature with the same attack. If the original attack roll would hit the second creature, it takes damage equal to the number you roll on your superiority
And how much
die.
did you roll? On that?
19.
19 on the
On the
second.
superior.
Yeah, on the security side.
Oh, no, sorry, I'm about to roll at 5. So 5 damage on the second one.
Yep. So
And
you
then-
kill one
Oh, excellent.
because you'd already been hit by a firebolt.
Cool. Then I'll do
Hot
my...
actually.
Okay. I'll do my second attack. I'm assuming disadvantage because I'm drunk, pissed, and bloody.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
you're also poisoned.
Yeah, it's everything. Yeah, okay. So 21 would be my lowest.
One's another hit.
So then that's 12.
And he also goes down.
And then I get my bonus attack. And because I have 2-weapon fighting, I can add my ability modifier to the damage of the second attack.
Because you need the 2-weapon fighting feat to be able to do that.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. The lowest is going to be 14.
That's a hit.
Okay.
I never said these guys were tough.
10.
10. Okay, so he gets hit. He doesn't go down. So you managed to take 2 of them down.
Well done.
It's not too bad. And then it is Playman's go.
Alrighty, so I'm surrounded.
You are surrounded. Well, not as surrounded as you were because 2 of the 6 have gone down under the halfling's blades.
Base contact with 2.
Yep.
That's all I'm looking for. I will continue to smash and slash.
Yep.
I see you another taking out. You taking out another flask?
No.
That was a smash type.
Yeah, I'm just like while I'm fighting, just like smash another flask in front of it. No.
You could if you want to.
Ooh, that's not what we're after. Does 14 hit?
It does. Are you hitting the same one the halfling was attacking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit roll. 19 damage.
He goes down.
Cool. Next up in the list of Muppets to
Yes,
kill.
there are 3 left. All within reach.
Ooh. No, that's a 1-1.
2 ones. What would you like to do with your critical fumble?
Not a 2-1, but a 1 and a 3.
A 1 and a 3.
Yeah, it's still a 1. It's disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would you like to do with your critical fumble?
I would thoroughly appreciate my wonderful trident embedding itself into a currently alive enemy.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I'd like.
So you'd like it to embed it in something. Okay, roll a
A
d6.
currently alive enemy is what I said. But 5.
Okay, so starting with you, you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so something embeds in your foot.
Okay.
And drinks deeply.
Yeah, it might like it.
Cool.
How much damage does it do?
Am I rolling full damage? Oh fuck! Sorry.
It's alright, I'm raging. So as long as it's piercing, slashing, or
It
bludgeoning.
is in fact piercing.
No worries.
Of course I rolled decently that time.
It's spicy?
But it's not bad spicy, it's good spicy.
They're great.
Oh. Okay. Indeed.
They are great.
24 damage.
I'm sorry, I can't
So 12?
12 damage, and you feel yourself pinned to the ground.
Okay.
What did you do?
Stabbed him
Stabbed
in
him
the
through the
foot.
foot.
With what?
With his trident.
But why?
Because he
Good
missed
man.
terribly. He fumbled.
So it's like, I'm going to pin the enemy to the
Because he's poisoned.
But why?
Okay, so now everyone who's poisoned is no longer poisoned because you're only poisoned until the start of their next turn.
Fantastic.
Does that apply to me?
To all of you, yes, except for you.
Well, you're
you've
still
got
at
alcohol
disadvantage.
poisoning.
Yeah, I'm alcohol poisoned, that's
Sorry,
different.
That's completely different. Okay, so there are 3 of them. One of them goes for Playman, continuing his barrage, which includes a natural 20.
Dude.
That's the third one?
Fourth.
Fourth one?
So he does 12 damage to you,
I reckon I've still got more hit points than Martin.
and then he slashes you for another 3 damage. Okay, so another one goes for Martin,
Not bad.
but he also slips over just because he rolled a 1, so
okay.
he's prone. And is his turn on the ground. This one stands up and has a swing at Chum. And what is Chum's armor class?
Armor class is 16.
Okay, he only hits you once with a claw,
Okay.
doing 5 damage, so that is rounded down. Okay, and then the last one goes for Nasty.
Good try.
Well, you killed some of them.
He's got disadvantage. What do you get for attacking a prone target?
Nasty's not prone at
Oh,
the
I
moment.
thought you
Right.
meant stood up.
Right. You're still going to technically classify as prone, don't you?
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
what's your armor class?
Enough. 16.
Okay, so you get hit only once. Yay. Because it was a 22. Doing 4 points of damage to you. With a claw.
I could take that.
Well, they are huge damaging people. And then Sean, you're up. Unfortunately, you're pinned in place.
Can I reach anyone?
You can reach
How many
3 of
people?
them.
I can
Because
reach
they're
three?
all mingling quite close together.
That's right. You can't move off your spot, but everyone can. You can reach everyone anyway.
Alright, that's fine. So I'll go reckless then.
Yep.
And I'll also switch. I'll see how many I take out, then I might switch.
Animal form.
Rage form, yeah. Alright. So 24 to hit.
That's a hit.
Six. 24 damage with one hit.
You cut him in half.
Alright. I'll attack a different one. This time it's a 27 to hit.
That's a hit.
4, 6, 12, 7. Another 24 damage to a different one.
You also slice him in half as well.
Okay, so I'm unlikely to be flanked, so I'll switch to bear rage, just in case they try and some different types of damage on me.
Okay.
Okay.
And then Raya. You.
How many are there?
There is one standing. Well, actually, he's prone.
Can I use ice knife on it?
You can use ice knife on it. Is it a ranged touch or melee touch?
Range.
Then I don't believe you get advantage on a ranged touch.
So.
Yeah. I think it's only for melee.
Whoopsie. Oh.
A 1?
Yeah.
I know that.
That's okay. So, what would you like to do if you won?
It's still recording.
Still recording.
Shoot up the well.
You want to shoot up
The well.
the well?
Shoot up the well.
Misfire that way.
Okay, so I'll give you another attack roll against Jeremy. Because he's the one up the well.
Okay. That's a
What's
seven.
wrong?
Oh, nothing.
AC 7.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, this bolt comes flying right past your face.
How high is the ceiling?
The ceiling is probably about 40 feet up.
Above him?
40 feet in total, so above him, yes.
Okay.
So from where you're standing, it goes up 40 feet.
Right. Because wherever it hits, it then it goes out in an explosion of ice for was it 5 feet? Yeah, 5 feet.
Damaging everything in their area.
If it's hitting, if he's
So-
within,
So he's within range of it if it hits the ceiling. And
Oh.
it explodes, yes.
So- hitting in 5 feet hits him,
Yeah.
then yes, it would.
Okay.
Is it a dexterity save, or
Yes,
is it...
dex save.
And what's the effect of it? It's ice can use it.
Each creature within 5 feet must succeed on a dex save or take 2d6 cold damage.
Cold damage. Okay. Just make sure it wasn't thunder or lightning.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter too much anyway.
Dodge into the blast?
Dex save. 6.
I'm pretty sure that fails.
Fails for most people.
Yeah.
So you roll 2d6 cold damage.
Oops.
You hit a target.
Oh crap. Okay, gotta reroll that. Because I'm an ice specialist. No,
Mm.
not reroll. That becomes a 2. So that's a 2.
Best wizard
That's
ever.
a 4. So that's 6.
6 damage.
6 cold.
Because 1's become 2 whenever I use ice.
Okay. So,
Cool.
the arcane ward absorbs it.
Oh, nice.
And Dimitri. Retaliate.
He's quite nice to me. I'll have to fire at him.
Wait, it's either hit everyone here for that damage or just hit one person. It's like,
It doesn't actually hurt him.
Gee,
yeah.
thanks.
So, worked out well.
So,
Just testing you.
so there's one still standing?
So one's still standing.
Okay.
Much to my
I'll
knowledge.
go fireball.
Prone. Did you say? Did you say prone?
One's alive.
He's prone, yes. One's still going. He's
Fireball or firebolt?
Firebolt.
Right. Sorry, I thought you said ball, and I was a little bit concerned for a
Fireball,
second.
just like I did for the first time we got damaged. So,
Okay.
that'll be a 20 odd,
That's a
24 or
hit.
something. So, 7 points of damage again.
Okay, he's still going.
I was tossing up between shooting a crossbow versus fireball.
Little
Worked
miss.
out the average would have been
I'm
11 on
going
both
to
of them.
attack
And I've
with
managed to get
my
6 on
scythe.
2.
Yep.
7
He's on the ground, you have advantage.
Hmm.
Excellent. This is good news.
Hmm.
18.
Is it hit?
And you're a wizard, so why would you stoop to using a crossbow? No. Right.
One of these days I'm just going to tell you I'm a rogue just to see your reaction.
So 1 firebolt.
But I am about well, you see me open doors and remove traps. And
Technically, you're a rogue. The party needed a rogue.
I assume you have
not.
expertise in, that's why you get
Knocks
18
out.
perception. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because he's got, they say,
So
Yeah.
he's got
that
2 of
is
them rogue.
9
Yes.
necrotic
Perception was
damage and
included in his
5
expertise being perception.
bludgeoning damage.
Okay, you take him down.
Well done.
Nice.
I have to soften my
Those
first.
stinky
And parts of him-
troglodytes.
Parts of him, I assume, start to go necrotic.
Yep, part of him starts to rot away.
Oh, from the effect of your spell, or whatever. Right, okay. I was thinking, sure that's not the standard thing of a chocolate ice.
It's a necrotic side.
Well, the scythe part is necrotic, so I did necrotic
In the same
damage as
way
well
that
as bludgeoning
they
damage.
decompose from slashing damage.
Wait,
Yes.
No, it's a quarterstaff that I turned into a scythe with magic.
Oh, okay.
So they're all dead now?
They're all dead on the ground.
Alright.
Get off my legs!
If it's not actually a scythe, it doesn't do
Mm.
slashing.
I very gently make my way off his legs.
Well, before you take
Trip
off,
and stumble.
before you get off his legs, you might want to release his legs.
You still have your
You guys
trident
feeling a
through
bit
them.
legless, huh?
I can't move.
And he's got a lack thereof.
I have
Thank
legs.
you.
I have perfectly fine legs, they're just small.
Your foot doesn't like him very much anymore. Your shoes don't.
Does anybody have the spell mending?
Not on me.
Wouldn't work on his shoes anyway.
Or his legs?
No.
I'm not quite a
No, I'll fix them. That's fine.
Well, I probably wear sort of gladiatorial sandals, so that's why.
No, I was talking about his legs.
I think
My
you
legs
should
are
never
broken.
wear open
Oh yeah, no, you're a halfling.
dungeons.
So,
I need to fix them.
Yeah,
you are
maybe you need some therapy.
You've got some
He's just got a
bolts
growth
and
condition.
nails and screws and things now.
Inferiority complex. Alright, it's okay.
And you also got this slither of glass in your tongue.
I would be careful about our characters and tongues. Make sure it doesn't get infected. You may lose your tongue.
It's not the first character to toss the tongue.
Nope.
But at least we know you can go running through the fungi and you'll be all better.
Do you know what's really good for like a mouth wound?
Mm.
Antiseptic.
Oh, you mean the vinegar we passed earlier?
Right, you gotta lift it up. It's empty.
I've got one left.
This
You broke
one-
another 2. I've got one left.
Give me a roll.
There's vinegar upstairs back there.
He doesn't want to do
20!
It's full.
Yes. Thank God.
Good shot.
It's the last one
I
left.
know. It's gone.
It's empty.
Yep.
You throw the glass.
No, I put it very carefully in the broken holster in one of my legs.
I grab the stone that has light and I walk around and see if I can find some loot.
Okay, there is a passageway leading out. And you find that-
passageway is not loot.
So you may need to loot.
But it probably will lead to loot.
The opposite of loot is a passageway.
Well, you need to be alive to enjoy said loot.
Yep.
Okay, so there is a lot of stuff to go to now.
Fantastic.
So I think that might be a good place to stop you for tonight.
So you mean there's a lot of areas you go to, a lot of stuff in this room to go
A
through.
lot of areas.
This is GM's version. Look at
But
all
then we
the
haven't
stuff
finished
you
the
could
top
have,
level
but
yet
not
either.
right now.
Maybe I'll just
Yeah,
finish
there
top
is
level.
there
You
is
guys
no
stop
actual
it.
stuff here for you to actually take.
I don't find any loot.
You could take a troglodyte head
Yes, you could.
if you consider that loot.
The horses wouldn't like it.
You could take some broken flasks.
I don't know.
Or halfling legs.
Our
Halfling legs.
Pathfinder sister would quite happily take heads.
Those would sell for a good price. How often do you find halfling legs?
Especially of that size.
I found a few gnome legs.
And heads, apparently.
See, that should explain a little bit more, because my understanding is that halflings hate gnomes.
No, they don't.
Oh, really?
Halflings have no racial enemies whatsoever. They get along with
No,
everybody.
they hate orcs and
Well, so
dwarves.
like no racial enemies amongst the standard PCs.
Right, I thought they hate. That's why I was
in
being
this
such a
setting,
dick to
the
the
racial
gnome.
enemy are orcs and dwarves.
That's why I was being such a dick to the
Yes,
gnome.
because dwarves
Turns out you're
enslave them.
just a dick.
They particularly hate those two races.
So I hate dwarves.
Yeah.
I thought it was. I really thought it was gnomes. That's why I was being.
In other worlds, it's gnomes.
Right.
Which I don't know any.
Because I was trying to be a human who was actually a halfling who hated that fucking gnome in front of me, and yeah, fail.
And gnomes are a staple of the pirate fleets, so they all use gnomes to improve their ships. So for them, gnomes are a godsend.
So I failed on like 6 levels then.
Yep.
Yeah.
So my comrade is now going to hate me. Great.
Only as you change.
With each with each long rest, you get more dwarven,
So just don't sleep. It's easy.
and your hammer's liking you more and more.
You know what? All I'm thinking of is that Wave and Whelm are both single-handed weapons. If you're not real happy with
You
it,
can't
give it a
hold both of
go.
them. No, you
Surely we could get it.
Because you could use the trident and then like smack it with a hammer.
can't. To really get your feet.
We established this though. You weren't able to pick it up.
Yeah, that's right. I'll do.
I tried to pick up my bag and the
Imagine-
hammer's like, nope.
Imagine your brain though, it just wouldn't stop talking. These stupid weapons.
Well, that's what we have in the three of them.
You'd go insane, wouldn't you?
Or the three of them, you
If
could
you're not
hear them
already-
from a distance.
Yeah.
Luckily, you got rid of one of those.
Hey, fuck, what race is gone?
Pity about the old in that case, but
Oh, that's okay. No one needs the elves.
we haven't heard about them yet.
No, well,
Martin, would you like